This episode of the Grappler Union podcast is brought to you by BJJTees. Go to bjjtees.com, enter the promo code Grappler Union, and save 10% off all your jiu-jitsu apparel. Go to bjjtees.com today. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Grappler Union podcast. Paul Maloney alongside Anthony Zito. On this episode, we have Ashur Darmo in studio. Ashur is a brown belt under Mark Vives. He's a Pans Medalist, and he's a fight-to-win vet. Enjoy.
It ain't the 6 minutes. It's what happens in that 6 minutes.
You told me using any technique that works. Never to limit myself to one style. Keep an open mind.
When I hit you to take part, we're here to take over.
In order to become more peaceful, in order for you to become better and strategize your life.
All right. We're live.
Sweet.
Man, we have a lot to talk about. Jeez.
Yeah, let's talk about it and then go get the fuck out of here and go to bed, dude. We just got off
weekend.
We just got off a flight from Vegas like 2 hours ago, and now
Yeah.
we're doing a podcast.
Yeah, man.
And Ashur's giving up his Game of Thrones finale night.
I'm not giving it up. I'm gonna watch it.
He's
I'm
watching
watch
the time. He's like, it's 7 o'clock.
Well, do you
we
have an
gotta be out here by
HBO
9.
Go account where you can just like go home
Yeah,
and watch it anytime?
that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, okay.
I don't actually sit down and like wait for the start.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't think these young bucks know like what's up, Zito. Like, remember when you had like when DVR came out, we were like, yes, we could record our shows now.
TiVo?
Yeah.
Right.
Now it's just everything is streaming.
Yeah, you just had to watch it.
Just
5
gotta-
o'clock.
Just click on it
You had
whenever
to
you
watch
want.
it at that time,
you know?
and then if you missed it, you just had to like.
I wasn't
hope it
around
comes
for
on a
those
rerun.
days.
Oh,
Where
you
you
were
like
around?
had to be there in front of the TV
Yeah,
when it
you
came
had to
on.
be there.
You
You
know?
had to be there.
What
It's
do
like-
you watch it on the channel?
No, HBO Go.
Okay,
just on
yeah.
my computer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, easier.
Yeah.
But I was talking about like back in the day where you couldn't at all. You're just like, hey, this is the time it's on, and then you're like, all right, I
miss
missed it, and you hope they where's the rerun? You're looking through the TV guide, and you're like, this thing's not
Flipping
updated.
through the TV
You're waiting for the
guide.
TV guide, the new one to come
they're
in the
not doing
mail.
the rerun till Wednesday. Oh man.
But the new TV guide came out every Sunday,
Yeah.
so then you get the new TV guide. You're like, oh man, is it going to come out?
That sounds terrible.
It's
dude.
horrible,
That
yeah.
sounds awful.
Paper,
What kind of
paper
stone
cuts.
age is this?
Fuck.
Oh, man.
And then the ink would get on your hands. You're like, what's going on?
dude,
It's terrible.
shit was real back then.
It's real, bro. It's real.
Dude, just don't watch TV. You know, at that point,
Right.
Just train, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Paul, can you hand my phone over there, please? Turn on silent. I don't know
Please
why.
do. Is your phone on silent, Ashur?
Yeah.
I don't want to be that
My
guy.
iPad is on silent.
Yeah, your iPad that you use as your phone. It's interesting.
Yeah, you know, it's different, right?
It's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, but
It's the
if it works.
iPhone plus.
Right, there you go. But they're both cracked. What's up with that?
They're both cracked,
No
yeah.
cases. That's probably why they're cracked.
Yeah, I used to put cases on everything, but then you're not like really living, right?
Oh, that's living?
So,
Your
yeah.
cracked
That's-
iPhone and
that's-
cracked
He's
iPad?
living on the edge.
He's just living it up.
That's living, man.
That's jiu-jitsu lifestyle right there, dude.
That's
man.
hardcore, man.
If you don't have a crack in your phone, you're not really a jiu-jitsu player.
Terrible. I hate it. And like the phone, I thought was perfect, you know, but I had a screen protector.
Right.
So I thought the screen protector was cracked. I took off the screen protector, and it was just still cracked underneath.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Dude, who's got time to go to Verizon and like get a whole screen put on and shit? You're gonna miss training, you know?
I guess so.
And it costs money.
Costs money mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we competed in a lot of tournaments recently. We did the Chicago Open, and World Masters is what they call it.
Is it world? Is it? I thought it's Masters Worlds.
You know what? It's World Masters.
How about Old Man Worlds?
There you go. You
Okay.
can do that
That's
too.
Old Man Worlds.
The Old Man Worlds.
Okay.
But yeah, it's world because I seen people both go Masters Worlds, but it's actually on Flow. It says World Masters,
Okay.
World Master.
Just Master.
I think it's just. I don't think it's plural. I think it's
It's
just
like Grappler Union.
yeah, it's
Right.
Grappler
Yeah.
Union, not Grapplers.
Grappler Union.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashur.
yeah, thank you.
Making
Yes.
it clear.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you get to watch any of it on Flow? The
The
Worlds?
Worlds? No, I didn't get to pick it up. I was keeping track of my team through we have like a Facebook group.
Yeah.
So like I was one of our guys took second, and then we had a female purple belt actually win it. So,
Nice.
Yeah. So we
That's
had.
a goal.
Who's that?
Do you know Anna? Ana Nieves. I think that's how I say her last name. But she she won. She's a purple belt. She's also she's a professor, but she's awesome. She I think she had 3 or 4 matches. She's a world champ, bro.
Yeah, dude.
She's
awesome.
a Masters world champ.
That's awesome. Yeah, you know what? Actually, now I'm looking in there. It's Masters Worlds. So there you go. It's actually Masters Worlds, not World Masters.
They should just change it.
Man, it's everywhere. It's somewhere.
Either way, people know what you're talking
it's
about.
fucking fantastic. It was. An
I'm sure it's a
amazing
blast. I'm not even in that division. I'd
Dude,
want
there
to
was
go. You know,
4,500 competitors there.
It was
3 days of just nonstop.
It was
21 mats, dude.
yo, that beats you up. To be honest, if you've been like doing jiu-jitsu for a while, those long tournaments, they get like your eyes get tired just watching.
Yeah.
You know.
It was tough.
I felt sorry, like for Zito, you got, we had guys going on in the morning, like 9, 10 in the morning, so we had to be there for our teammates, and then you
Right.
didn't go on till like 3, so you're sitting there all fucking day
3,
long.
almost 4, dude.
Yeah.
They pushed it back.
That's terrible because
Yeah.
those are the worst times. I like competing in the morning
Yeah.
because if I'm cutting weight that day,
Yeah.
I get to wake up and compete, and then I can
Yeah.
eat. But if you have an afternoon or like evening time, oh man,
It's just
Don't
an
cut
extra
weight.
day of misery, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, I was 5 pounds underweight, for my division. I didn't really know where I was because their scale between my scale, I was kind of nervous. So I was just kind of watching. No, not really. I wasn't really watching that much.
Right.
I ate in and out as soon as I got off the plane. Right away, right, Paul? Right away, in and out. We weren't fucking around. So we got that, and then I just chilled. We ate some really good sushi out there.
Yeah, I'm always underweight too.
I
So
love
it doesn't
sushi.
matter.
Dude, we hit the strip. Paul and I walked that whole strip from one end to the other, man.
I've never
that
been,
night.
but I heard that's a long walk.
It's
Yeah.
it's
like a very long walk.
deceivingly long, right? You're like looking at it like, oh yeah, it's right there, but dude, it's so fucking.
How many
far.
miles is the strip?
I don't even know, dude.
Yeah, I don't know, but everything looks like, oh yeah, there's the MGM. Let's just walk over to it. And it's like 20
Forever.
minutes later, you're like, it's still all the way over there,
Right.
Yeah, it
did
was
you guys
crazy.
did you guys see McGregor or Floyd or any
Yeah,
of the
we hung out with them a little bit after the fight.
Yeah, I'm cool with McGregor.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
It was,
Okay.
it was awesome.
Backstage, you
Yeah,
and Dylan.
Oh man, no, we didn't. We saw a lot of celebrities, jiu-jitsu celebrities at the competition.
Yeah.
There's so many like people.
A lot of jiu-jitsu
So
celebrities.
a funny story is that we're leaving. Was it Friday after I lost, right?
Right.
So we're leaving. We're heading back to the hotel, and we went down the back of the Las Vegas Convention Center, like the service drive area. So it was me, Paul, and there was like 3 other people like walking behind us. That was about it.
It was like an open alley kind of in
Yeah.
between 2 buildings.
Right. And and we're just walking. I don't know if I was looking at my phone, or just talking to you.
I think I
We
was
were-
looking at my phone too.
I don't know what we were doing, but we keep walking. The 3 people caught up to us, like, "Hey, did you guys see who passed us?" And we looked. We're like, "No, Henzo Gracie." So we're down this like
Legend
service
alert.
drive, right? We're down this service drive, and Henzo Gracie comes walking by. We completely ignore the guy. The guys probably look at us like, "Who do you fucking?" He's like,
Yeah.
It was weird, right?
I mean, we overheard the other 3 people say, like, oh man, I can't believe we just walked by
Right,
Henzo.
yeah.
And then, like, we turned around
Like,
and was like,
what?
what? What do you say? Like, Henzo, he literally just walked past us. You didn't see him? Like, oh, how is that possible? There's nobody else on this road.
Yeah,
Is it-
nobody else.
Was
there.
this your first like big tournament,
Yeah,
guys?
first big,
Ah,
yeah.
okay,
Never
that explains
been.
it.
Yeah. So seeing like Henzo Gracie,
Right.
it was really cool.
So I have a funny story, like, because I felt the same way, when I went to, I think it was maybe my first or second Pan Ams, like, I went to Pan Ams the first time I was 18 years old, okay? And I think it was this
belt
time.
rank were you
I was a
in?
blue belt, okay? And I remember walking, it was me and my friends were like, our teammates were walking through, I don't know if you've ever been to the Pans, but it's at like Irvine, like
No, I haven't.
school center. It's
Right,
cool.
right.
And like they have an outside part where they're all like they cook like Brazilian barbecue food, It's like really good. So
Yeah.
and it connects to the building. The building is like outside and inside, so it's like a corridor, like like a courtyard. You walk through it, and I'm walking, and I think it was Hoyler Gracie, and like we all looked, and we didn't recognize him at first, but we looked around. Someone said it's Hoyler. We turned around, and we looked back at him, and he said something to us. It was he like laughed at us or something. He's like, "What's up, guys?" Right? And like,
Right.
and we were like laughing really hard because it was like, man, that was crazy to us. So, like
Right.
that, like Hoyler Gracie. You see him. It's a legend. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Like he's just like hanging out, talking to you. But at first, like, I remember I would like take these guys they're regular people, you know what I mean? Like they're just like you and I, you know what I mean? So like I kind of like over time, because being at those tournaments so much, you see them more and more often.
Yeah.
And it becomes like kind of diluted.
Right,
it's normal. Yeah. So now it's like a regular thing, but what do you call it? The first couple times is awesome. Like it's because you only see them on TV
Or Instagram too.
Or Instagram, right, yeah.
Like, normally on Instagram, like, you know, or TV celebrities in general, you like end up seeing them. You're like, oh my god, they're so much smaller than I thought. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
This was not the case with jiu-jitsu guys. I mean, like Lovato, I was like, holy fucking shit, he's humongous, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
Sanjay Hibero,
Yeah.
like those guys were like way bigger than I thought they were.
Those are big men.
I was walking down the aisle, and I'm walking, and then all of a sudden I look in front of me, and Drysdale's in front of me, and I looked at that guy. I'm like, he doesn't look
looked
human. I mean,
He's a
that guy
giant.
looks like. I'm like, how the fuck are we the same like thing? like, how are
Same
you that
species.
big? Yeah,
Right.
how are you that big?
Yeah,
And then Andre Gaval walks by. I'm like, he's just like a gorilla.
Andre Galval's a gorilla.
Dude,
Like
just-
honestly, he is built like a gorilla. You see how much
Huge.
he lifts? Oh my gosh.
just huge. Yeah, those guys are just. It's incredible athletes, dude.
Do you think Andre will remain king of ADCC versus Claudio?
We'll see. We're
Yeah.
gonna do. I think. Are we doing that? We haven't confirmed it yet, huh?
We might be doing an ADCC
Fight
fight
companion.
companion.
You
for
should. That's
the-
like
for
that's
the
a huge
finals.
tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to talk to some people, see if they're interested in it, and then, you know,
Yeah.
maybe throw that up there. That'd
Yeah.
be kind of cool. I mean, I'm excited to see it. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a good match. Andre's really tough to beat. No gi. He lost to Low at the Grand Prix.
Yeah, he did.
This weekend by an advantage.
That was awesome.
I need to
see
catch those
guys.
matches. I don't like catching them live. It's like too much of a hassle.
It was hard to see. Like I was standing up on a chair in the bleacher. Like it was tough, man. It was so crowded, and so I'm standing on a chair, and your people's phones are up in the air. You know,
Yeah,
they're-
of course.
I'm like, dude, you could watch it later on Flow. You don't got to record it right now.
Right.
Stop fucking
What do
recording.
you think
it.
about those guys that put it on live instead of watching it on Flow? What do you
Yeah,
guys think about those?
that's kind of shitty, man.
You
Yeah.
think so?
Well, because Flow,
it's like stealing, right?
Flow's helping us out.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, for
by
sure.
creating an archive of jiu-jitsu material.
For sure, yeah, they are.
You know, so
Flow's
when-
awesome.
when you're doing that. You know, it's kind of like, you know, you can't do that shit with the UFC. If you do that shit,
No,
they'll come fucking pull that shit down. There's copyright issues and stuff like that. So they just got to get maybe a little bit tougher with what they do.
I
you know?
like Flow because like I used to have to record my matches. Now
Right.
they're all up there. You know, I can.
well, when you do big tournaments, right? Yeah.
Right, the big tournaments,
Right.
they'll record them. You
The
know,
opens they don't do.
they did one Chicago Open.
Did they?
I got to work with them. Yeah,
Oh, that's
I
kinda
worked
cool.
with.
Why did they choose one, not the other? Like
I don't know.
oh.
They came last summer and they were they needed people to work and I wasn't competing.
Yeah.
So I jumped in on it.
That's
and,
cool.
I was just like hanging out with Chase Smith. You guys know Chase?
No.
Oh, he's part of Flow, and I just hung out with him, like did what he said, and we were like doing like data transfers and stuff, like
Nice.
for the matches. It
Yeah.
was fun. You know, it was cool.
You know,
Definitely.
I tell you, Flow, the IBJJF, they.
Dude, I'm so impressed with
So
the
impressed.
IBJJF after this weekend. 4,500 competitors. I mean, it was a fucking zoo. Like I don't know how they and they did it, and it was organized. And like if it said you were going on at 10:04, at the very worst you were going on at 10:15.
Right.
You know.
Yeah,
And
it
it's
wasn't
cool. They had like they
Live updates.
They're
They
accurate.
update the brackets, so
beautiful.
you're going out there with 10 teammates, you know, and this guy's on this mat at this time, and this guy's, you know what I mean? And everyone has their phones out, just like looking at the updated brackets. Okay, fucking Zito's on mat 5. He's going on at 220, and
Right.
well,
Right.
it's a lot
It's-
to keep track of. If you're there, I mean, could you imagine a coach without being able to be like online on his phone? No way.
Yeah, it was impressive. The whole IBJF team. I mean, everyone there. You know, from the girls hand out the medals. They're all very professional.
And hot.
And how, yeah.
But even I mean, they're wearing black dresses with the IBJJF logo on them. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all done very professional.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's not a joke, man. It's really like Paul and I were talking about this in the airport on the way back. We were talking about like earlier podcasts, and we're just like, man, dude, we had no fucking clue. We had no clue. Like we had an idea, like because we only were exposed to like the little tournaments,
Right.
and so we had no idea how big And then we're like, man, we sound like such idiots. Like, how did people fucking listen to us? Like, now we realize, what it takes and what's involved and the levels that it has. And even from just the rules set of the IBJJF and how far down and how they review the rules. It's incredible.
Well,
it's a fucking well-oiled machine.
Yeah, for sure. But it's also like, it is the world championships, right? Think about it. Like, if there's going to be one tournament anybody does, it's going to be that tournament, right? Like, you want to do the best tournament.
That's the biggest one.
If you're going to pick one, you got to do the world championships.
Right.
That's like what your ultimate goal. I mean, as a competitor, my ultimate goal is to be a world champion. It's not to be like a Chicago Open champion or Atlanta Open champion or a Naga champion. You know what I mean? That's to be like what's recognized as an IBJJF world champion, not an NA BJJ. You know what I mean? Like, like you want to be IBJJF or ADCC, Abu Dhabi. Like, those are the things,
Right.
And like anyone who says otherwise, it's like the people, like it's proven by who competes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you build it, they will come. So like, you want to win what's the hardest thing to win. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
the
what
most prestigious.
Exactly.
Right.
So
you went out to Pans as a blue belt?
I went to Pans a couple times. I went as a blue belt.
How many guys were in your bracket as a blue belt?
Like 140 people.
Jesus.
And I got to I remember, at that point.
How about that for brackets, 140?
Like, I remember, and I lost that. I lost in like the third round, I think. I had a bye in the first round, I believe. And then I fought this like lumberjack man. And at 18 years old, I was way skinnier than I am now, okay? And like, I was fighting, I think, middleweight, okay? But like, I wasn't even filled in at middleweight, you know what I mean? Like, I was super skinny. You can see pictures. And I just won the Chicago Open for the first time. It was like 2 weeks before this. It was my first Pan Ams. I fought this like giant man who's a middleweight taller than me. I'm pretty tall, okay?
Yeah.
So like a middleweight, I'm 6'2", you know what I mean?
Right.
So to be taller than 6'2" at middleweight, I was like, oh man. And this guy had a beard. It looked like Paul Bunyan, and I swear I broke this guy's arm. Like, I felt his arm crack.
Wow.
And like I remember I beat him. He didn't tap. I beat him on an advantage or something like that. Advantage or a couple points. And I'm gassed. This was like the hardest 6 minutes. Remember, it was a bye, so he was warm from his first match. I was not. I had to relax for like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, maybe even an hour, because they have to run through the whole round. And 140 people, that's a lot of matches. You know what I'm saying? So they called me up less than 10 minutes. Like, I think they called me up within like 6 minutes. They called my name. And I just, like, I don't know if you've ever done if you've competed, but when you compete and you have like a deep triangle or armbar, you squeeze and your legs are pumping with like lactic acid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they hurt, okay?
Yeah.
Like, they hurt. And like, the after effects, like, you're still pumping. Your legs are throbbing. So I'm like laying on my back with my legs up on the barricade, I'm like breathing, and like Mark's telling me that I have to be up. Like, they just call my name, and I can't even. I'm like, what? So I see this guy, the guy who I'm going up with next. He watched that whole match,
Oh, God.
And this is like helped me grow as a competitor for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I had to go out there and fight him, and no rest. They're supposed to give you double your time. So like, if your match is 6, they're supposed to give you 12 minutes in between a match. You know what I mean? But you have to understand, man. I do the same. I've reffed, and like, there's a bunch of people, like, especially that big. That's a real tournament. Nobody cares about the white belts or the blue belts. Like, let's be honest, like, they want to get, those guys are working. They want to get this tournament over with. Right. You know what I mean? So if you're up next, they don't want to give you rest. They just want to get the matches done. You know what I'm saying? Right, so I had to fight right away, and I'm like, it was like maybe I think like I said, I waited like 6 minutes. Like, I got one match, like, and I was okay, but this guy knew I was tired, so I followed him for a couple, like 3 or 4 minutes, and then he ended up like submitting me, and I was like, I felt super disappointed. That's like the first time I lost that blue belt for like a long time, Yeah. And but it helped me grow because like you saw last night with that fight with Mayweather and McGregor, like, those experiences, like, McGregor said that Floyd was composed, right? Yeah. Like, I wasn't composed as a blue belt, right? Yeah. As to now, I know when to move and when to not move and how to compete better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's definitely a learning experience. It's good. It's good that happened.
Right, for sure. Right.
And I think that's so true. Like composure's like I think for me, I'm used to.
Yeah, what did you
with-
learn this weekend?
Shit, man. Well, okay, so first I did the Chicago Open, and I didn't have a competitor for gi, so I didn't really get a match in. So I said, you know what? They gave me my gold medal for making weight, and then I signed up for the open class. So my first match in the open class was against a Carlson guy. He's about 205 pounds. Nice guy, man. Really cool dude. We talked before we went out and competed. Nice guy. So we go and compete. I stood.
He was what, 205?
205, yeah. So I stood with him. Like I don't know why. I didn't think I should pull because he's 205 pounds. I figured
You didn't want him on top.
I don't want him on top. I want to try
You
to
don't.
Yeah.
you don't, right? But he threw me a couple times to the ground and got on top of me. But you know what? When he got on top, I felt totally fine. Dude.
Right.
He wasn't too much pressure, like not that I'm used to.
So you should have just pulled.
So in retrospect,
Well, here's the
I'm
thing,
like,
dude.
I should have
Have
pulled.
you ever taken anyone down ever?
Never.
Now you're going into the open class and you're what, going to shoot a double on this
Yeah.
guy?
I wasn't gonna shoot double. I was hoping he would shoot on me. I sprawl. I take his back.
Yeah, do what you know, dude.
That was my plan.
You
But
can't
he
hope,
didn't do
man.
that. He literally just waited for me to push into him.
Yeah.
and then just
Threw
threw
you.
me.
Okay.
like just use my momentum and just. Yeah, I got a video of it. It's pretty nasty, but I didn't get hurt. and
Make
we had
him a
fun.
highlight. Make him a highlight.
Make him a- yeah, I didn't get hurt, and it was fun. And I got some key work, I guess. But I felt totally fine. I wasn't breathing heavy. I wasn't gassed. I just felt great. I was like, this is great. Afterwards, next day I did no gi. I won my division in no gi. Yeah,
Nice.
gold in no
Congrats.
gi. Thank you. And so I felt great in that match. I finished him with a straight ankle lock. Sorry.
Shocker.
So what's funny is that I know, right? I go and it's up. All my team is there. We got Tim next to us. Tim, one of our teammates who took gold also in
Nice.
nogi. He's on the mat right next to me. So we got both teams, and Andre's over there, and Pierre he's by me, and so I didn't know who was gonna be coaching me. So I go out there, do my thing. I win. I come back. Andre's walking up. He gives me a hug. He goes, "Okay, Zito, go win a gold." I go, "Andre, I already won." He goes, "You did? So fast?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did." He goes, "How'd you win?" I go, "Straight ankle lock." He goes, "It's okay." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, coach." He's so like, it's okay. Next time.
We'll teach you to choke someone next
Right.
time.
He was like, So, but it's cool. He was super happy.
Yeah.
So this time, what I noticed at Worlds is the intensity. I've never really gotten nervous before a tournament, but Paul called me out on it afterwards. He's like, "Dude, you didn't look like you normally look."
Like a wreck.
I was nervous, man, because I looked at the guy. He didn't want to talk to me. First of all,
Why would he want to talk to you?
okay, I don't know.
Thank
man.
you, Ashur. God
so
damn it.
like he was,
don't wanna talk to
like,
you.
I shook his hand. Saying what's up, man, and he was just like stoned, man. I was like, oh shit, this guy's like,
Yeah, that's what
different.
real competitors
right,
do.
right.
Yeah.
So I'm looking over at him, and he's just like not warming up, just like
Focused.
this is this everyday
Yeah.
thing. I'm like, oh, fuck.
He's fucking.
He's
I'm
there to
like-
rip someone's face off.
So
He's not there
clearly,
to
dude,
make
clearly.
a friend,
Clearly, dude. So I'm like, oh man. So it's fucking with me.
I just want to ask you one thing.
What?
did you think? Like,
didn't
like
know,
why?
man. I didn't
Why is
know.
this a surprise?
Because it hasn't happened to him. He
It's never
goes,
happened.
Goes
Really?
up to
See all
those tournaments I've
everybody
done?
at every tournament, and
I've never had it. I've just been it's been so much fun. This guy, it was a different level. So I'm psyching myself out. I'm sitting over there like I'm fucking stretching. I'm like jumping around. I'm like fidgeting. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
I had no fucking game plan. Like in my head, I'm like, okay, he's same size as me, near my age, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I'm like, all right. So I feel like I'm strong. So maybe I'll be able to snap him down. He'll shoot on me or something. I'll
Take his back.
There you
Ooh,
go.
that's the game plan.
That's the game plan,
Every
right?
time.
Every time. Because even though I like to be on my back, I never fucking pull.
right.
So
There's it. That's it. That's the
that's
problem.
it, right?
Fix
So
that. Yeah.
I am going to fix that. So like, we go out and he gets his grips on me. I'm trying to get a grip on him, and he's just like, aggressive, like super aggressive. Like Andre goes to me and goes, that dude was aggressive. I'm like, dude, he was aggressive as fuck. But you got to be. And he shot on me. I sprawled. He didn't take me down.
Did you take his back?
I did not. Because I went to go take his back and he...
Grammy rolled?
No,
he just...
What did he
like
call
you
it,
were
Paul?
spinning around, and he just put his arm up. And
He put his arm
just
up. Like he
blocked
just
you.
blocked
Blocked
me.
you?
Yeah.
Right.
Like he knew that's what I was going to do. Like, boom, his arm was up, block. Okay, fine.
But
we could reset.
this dude took like a really nice shot on Zito, like a nice fucking deep double, and like Zito was like lucky to get out of it.
Yeah.
You know, you
put your hips in.
I had to. I like
you
sprawled for my
sprawled,
life,
and then
dude.
like
Nice.
you kind of like went out of bounds, and I'm like, oh, dude. So I'm like, he better fucking pull after that. Like, you know what I mean?
But
Like
he says this now, but he's in my. He's there. He's at the tournament. I can hear him if he would say something. No one says shit to me. No one's like, dude,
Okay.
just pull. Dude,
Okay.
I told him. I said, dude,
I
why
thought
don't you just tell me to
100
pull?
After that shot
Yeah.
he put on you, and you like luckily didn't get two scored on you, I'm
Right.
like 1000% he's going to pull here,
Right.
right? And I don't want to be the guy who's like, Zito, pull, dude, pull guard, pull.
gotta
You know,
be
like
that
where the
guy,
guy's
dude.
like, why?
Be that guy,
I want
'cause I need
tipping
the
him
help.
off too.
No, you need to
how
be
do
that
you
guy.
know? How
Yeah,
do you
thank
not
God.
know to pull there, dude?
I didn't because I'm dude. I don't know what the
All
fuck
right,
is
fine.
going on. I got 5 minutes to do something.
I
And this
will
guy is
yell
super
pull next
aggressive.
time.
He's super strong. He's shorter than me, and just he was a beast,
Yeah.
dude.
The matches are 5 minutes?
5 minutes, yeah.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, right.
That's like...
I'd rather have him 10 minutes.
Dude,
to be honest with you.
Mine are 6. Master 1 is 6.
I feel like Masters Worlds, they should have like especially when you get to like Masters 4, 5, 6, like those ridiculous ones, you know? They should make them like 3 minutes with
Come
a
on,
break
dude.
every minute. like, all right, take a break, bro. Ooh,
man.
get some water. Come on, Grandpa, you're doing it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I wouldn't feel comfortable calling any of those dudes grandpa. Those dudes were fucking fighting hard, man.
Oh yeah, man. They fight hard, but like you don't want any of them to like have their heart explode or something. You know, like you know, you got to give it up to them. Like that's awesome that you're competing and you're at that age. You know, but
Dude, it was something. But I mean, anyway, so this guy he finally took me down, and he got on top, and I had him in half guard, and that's where we stood. I could not get this freaking little guy off of me. Like he was just stuck. Like I tried electric chair sweep. Every time I go for electric chair sweep, he tried to. What was that choke he was trying to do? What's it called?
Ezekiel
choke. He tried that, and I defend that, and then and it's it 2-0. I tried to sweep him at the end, like just give it all I got.
this is like
Could not get him off.
this is what I want to bring up. Like, so you should have pulled, right? We know
Yes,
that. We know that,
100%.
right? Okay.
Right.
But like, if you don't wrestle, look what happens.
You're
You know
right.
what I mean? To know like how important like being able to fight on your feet is.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
Now, if you applied that to like the street, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Not only would he be on top of you, you know, and but he could hit you. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
And your jiu-jitsu, not to say it wasn't working, but this guy knew enough jiu-jitsu where you couldn't sweep him, or at least you couldn't move him.
Right.
You know, you want to submit him, but if you can't move him, it's hard to submit someone. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So like, if there's strikes allowed now, it's like it becomes a
Yeah,
real
but,
situation.
but strikes open up a little more than normal?
For sure,
Because
for
they're not
sure.
gonna be able to pressure while they're trying to wind
No.
back and hit you in the face.
No, I agree.
So you're
but
gonna
I-
open up a little bit more.
I agree. But I think like I never want to be like vulnerable. How about
Right,
that?
yeah.
Okay. And like you're vulnerable on your feet. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course, right.
So like
When it comes to wrestling, 100%.
right. So that's why I'd be like pulling right away. Like if I were you, I'd touch him and pull. Like
I'm gonna start training with Matt Layton.
yeah. He'll teach you the art.
Yeah.
You have a baseball slide like Matt. Matt slaps you and slides. You know.
Tell you what, and being first too. That's another thing I learned this weekend. Like I won my first match. It's because I was first. Like I went
did.
in. I went
Don't
in on a
hesitate.
single. He sprawled. I grabbed the car, pulled right away.
Don't
you know?
hesitate. That's what it is. People hesitate.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You have to be confident. When they say believe, you ever heard like any of the Brazilian coaches say
Right.
believe, or believe in your position.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, when they mean believe, they're saying like, don't hesitate, question yourself about it. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
do it.
Yeah,
Go
just
for
do
it. You know.
That's another thing. Like there isn't really a feeling out process or there's, you know what I mean? Like you either go out there and shoot or go out there and pull, like right off the bat. Like this, like, oh, let me just feel this guy out on the feet. I tried feeling a guy out on the feet. I got foot sweat like on my head, dude.
No,
It
you
was
could feel them out, but you have to be confident in your
Right.
stand up.
Yeah.
Okay, like I'll go out there and I like to wrestle with people. You know what I mean? Especially if it's a no-gi matchup more than a gi matchup. You know, it's but the thing is, it's at a higher level. You know, at the brown belt, black belt level, sometimes it's a race to who pulls. Right?
Yeah.
So,
Right, yeah.
so it changes the dynamic of the situation. You know, like at blue belt, more guys will wrestle because they have you're gonna have guys with worse guards than people at black belt or brown belt with, you know, the better guards, right?
Right.
So more people want to be on top. Makes sense?
Right, makes
so
sense.
you have to have better wrestling, right? Like you'll see the Mia brothers will sit right away because they're not worried about anyone passing their guard. Okay, here's like two options when you want to compete. Okay, there's what do you call it? You either pull guard and you have an impassable guard, now you win, or you take everyone down and you can pass every guard.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Those are your options. Okay. Now, if you like pulling guard, start pulling guard. You know, if you like playing guard, start. You know what I'm saying. But if you don't like doing that, start learning wrestling. You know, and learn to if you have great passing, but you can't take anyone down, learn to take people down, right?
Exactly.
And practice that. And
Right.
if you have great takedowns, you know what I mean. Just learn how to pass. So like that's how I see it. You know what I mean?
I feel like my guard is pretty decent. You know?
Yeah.
So because I just play off my back often, so I feel like to catch up with the wrestling would be a longer road than to.
And a harder road.
Well, I'm 42 years old, bro.
Yeah,
No
I know.
way.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Wow, you look young, man.
Thanks.
Wow.
I'm Masters 3, bro.
Every
42.
episode. This happens every episode.
That's it?
Episode. Just about, yeah.
You should like tally it up. Put on a chalkboard.
I just wear a shirt. 1975. The good year.
Man.
Yeah, so I just don't want to. I just know I know it takes the wrestling, and I know I don't think I'll be able to get there as fast as like where I can get better at pulling, sweeping, and
Right.
working that game
Yeah.
plan. But I had a blast, man. I was a little disappointed, after for sure. Paul, like, dude, man, just don't be so down. I'm like, I just didn't know what to expect, and now I do. And it's a learning experience, man. It was
Next time.
fucking awesome, man. Now, but I'm excited to go train.
Yeah,
man.
dude, I've never seen you take a loss like that before.
Yeah,
You
it
were
was-
like super bummed
I
out.
was really bummed.
It
Man.
hurts, man. If you
It's
care, it
bummed.
hurts. If
Yeah.
you don't care. You guys think McGregor cared last night?
I
didn't
think he
look-
did.
He looked like he cared, but it also looked like I just made 30, 50
I
million
mean, that
dollars.
makes it a hell of a lot sweeter.
Yeah,
Hell
of course.
yeah.
But I think he wanted to win. I mean, like, I think he wants to go down in the history books of like.
He was doing well. He will. He will.
Oh, for sure he will, man.
He already has.
Yeah.
Paul and I were out eating. We're at In-N-Out, and we're trying to like figure out when the fight was going on. So we're texting people like, "Well, how many fights did it end?" And like 2. We're like, "Fuck." Paul's like, "I gotta stop at a vape shop." I'm like, bro, we ain't got time, man. He's like, "No, it's closing soon." I'm like, "All right." So we get an Uber to the vape shop.
I had to go get an HDMI cable from Best Buy.
Right. Yeah, because we were gonna watch it in our room on the TV. So we got the HDMI cable, and then he goes to the vape shop. Vape fucking closes early. So then then the guy misses his turn, and we're like, "Fuck, man, we gonna get there." Then we heard the feed kept freezing up on Fight Pass.
Oh, wow.
Dude, so we're like, "Fuck, where do we buy this thing from?" I'm like, "I have Showtime anytime." But I didn't know Showtime had a different app called Showtime Pay-Per-View, PPV.
Oh, I don't know, yeah.
So Paul looked up on his phone. He goes, "Dude, you got to download this app." So I downloaded the app. Thank God, man.
Yeah.
That fucking app showed. But I heard Fight Pass. I couldn't even get on Fight Pass. I tried
No
to get on
way.
it, just network error.
Yeah. UFC fucked up.
Yeah, that was fucked up. But the Showtime one, golden.
How much money do you think they raked in?
Shit, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
What do you guys think of the fight?
I loved it. It was
I liked it.
entertaining.
I was very
I was
entertaining.
entertained.
Yeah.
That's all I could
It
ask
was-
for out of a fight.
It was fun.
Finally,
to watch.
a
I've never
Mayweather
seen.
fight.
The thing is, I have no premise on a previous Floyd. I've never seen Floyd Mayweather fight. I've seen like highlights of him,
Uh-huh.
but I've never seen like a full match of him.
So you don't watch boxing?
No, I don't watch
Okay.
boxing. But of course, watching the undercard was really strange. okay, one thing I don't understand about boxing is why they wear those huge shorts. Like, is that why is that a thing?
well,
Is that
they
like an
have-
outfit or something?
no.
Like, is that like you know, Thai boxers wear the shorties and
Right.
they're like,
Yeah.
But why are they so? That guy had like
They-
fur on the
they-
side.
they have- well,
like it
it's-
looked like he was wearing like a like as a cowboy, but without.
It's a little bit
Right.
of style, and they got those. Their cups are really big.
Yeah,
Why are
the
their cups so
are
big?
huge.
I don't know. It's just like a belt. It's like a giant belt. It goes like, you know what I mean. It's. I've never boxed, you know, like professionally like that. I never wore the whole like gear, you know, but I just know that they wear it in training camp over their pants sometimes.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Well, I've seen that in Rocky movies.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's
So,
like,
like-
the yellow, you know. That,
Yeah. That's what it is. So I think it's maybe that. Also, I just think like maybe it's just the style. I don't know.
It's well, I Paul said it.
Why
He
do
goes,
jiu-jitsu guys wear spats? I think that's so stupid. You know.
I stopped that.
Thank
you
you.
used to wear spats,
Dude, I used to,
Oh,
bro.
God.
be a
But
spat
okay,
guy.
so it's the problem is that I didn't know it was a lot out there, so I was like kind of following trends. I was like, oh, this guy wears spats. All right, I'll wear spats.
Right.
But not anymore. I wear shorts, short sleeve rash guard, call it a day.
Shorts and a rash guard, whatever rash guard you like. How about that?
Yeah, whatever.
You know,
short
you
sleeve.
don't need leggings on. You know.
Yeah.
It's
I don't like
agree.
that look.
I do agree.
it's so weird. It's like you're, and also like it's just like why would you want to make two pieces of clothes dirty? Like you gotta now wash more things. I don't know. Like
right.
you know.
Yeah, I don't really care for the leggings anymore. I like the shorts.
Maybe if it's like winter, it's cold. You know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't know. Some
Your gym
people
doesn't
are
have
worried
heat.
about their, you know,
Skin.
their skin. Like they don't like touching the mat.
Don't do jiu-jitsu if you're
Yeah.
worried about your skin.
Right,
bro.
right. But yeah, so I don't really care for the box. I feel like it looks like it's awkward to move in. Like there's that guy. They were so big on that. They look like it fit them. You see
Yeah,
the
yeah.
undercard? You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah,
That
yeah.
He had the fur on the
Yeah,
sides.
yeah.
of
I
him.
saw.
I'm like, dude, what's up with that? That's bizarre. But McGregor came out. He wore like normal looking white shorts with gold. That looked good. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I'm not like a fashion guy, but I mean, it's just part of the sport, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
I'm
I don't know that. I wasn't really looking into like
I look into
the
shit like
clothes
that.
and shit.
Of course, Paul.
well, you wore
Paul-
spats, so I mean, you have to look at that.
Yeah,
Right?
Paul was pissed off at me basically all weekend or leading up to my fight because I couldn't decide what gi to wear. He was like, dude, stop fucking talking about this fucking gi all the time. Blue. He's like, just think about the fight. I'm
Oh,
like,
it's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
annoying.
He's right.
Well, I really want to wear my blue gi just because it fits so nice.
It does
on me.
fit nice.
But you know, Andre said it was going to be illegal because the cuffs are a little too short on it.
is that how I
but
sound?
I
Are you
really,
doing an impression of me right now?
I really want to wear that one. It just fits. Oh, it just fits so good, though. You know, I just want to feel comfortable out there. You know what I mean? This is like, but you know, Dave said he has a patch because it's not patched up right now. But there's a place down there that could patch it up for me. But you
Yeah,
know, I
man.
might have to wear my black gi. I swear to God, I heard this like 5 times, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
You know, I'm,
If I
look,
can put a gi on and go out there and fight somebody, dude.
look, Zito.
Oh man,
I don't want to be
It's the
mean,
best.
you know, but he's right. You know,
I know he's
you
right.
got you can't
I
be
know.
focused. Like I tell any of my teammates or my students, you know, that I coach, you know, that like when you compete, it's if you want, you look. First thing about competing is don't just do it.
Okay.
If you want to do it, do it. You know what I mean? But don't do it because people tell you to do it.
Right.
Okay. Don't do it because it's like, oh, I've been training for this long. Should I compete? Never. I hate when people ask, should I compete? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, do you want to compete? You know, competing entails a lot more than just training.
Right.
Okay. And some people just aren't ready for that sometimes. You know what I mean? And that's okay. It doesn't make you any worse. You know what I mean? Like we're all doing the same thing, right? But like, how many people play basketball, but they don't compete in basketball? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. So like, I tell them like, and what I hate is people that just go to compete because like it's like, oh, should I compete? They're like, yeah, I do it. Everyone's supportive, of course. You know, nobody wants to be mean.
Right.
Like, no, you suck. Don't compete. Right? nobody said that. But then they go out there and then they lose and then they're mad. It's like, hold up. Like, why are you upset? You know, like you didn't even like train hard for this, and then you also were iffy about doing it. You weren't confident. From that moment, I could have told you you'd lose.
Right.
You know, you have when you step in to anything you do, you know, and any like in your life, you know, if it's getting that job, if it's going to school for that test, it's competing jiu-jitsu, whatever it is, you have to be confident. You know what I mean? You have to believe in yourself, and like I'll be honest, like I'm not gonna step onto like when I step on a mat, I'm not thinking like, oh, this guy. I hope this guy doesn't hurt me, or I hope this guy, he's not too strong. I'm not thinking at all about that person. Like I'm thinking about like me and like how I'm gonna win. You know what I mean? Like and like what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like like most of the time I'm not even thinking. Like I'll be honest. Like it's just blank. It's just like I'm just prepared. How about that? You know what I mean? Like I compete. I'm like I've trained. I'm ready for all the situations, all the positions. You know what I mean? Like, and I know what I got to do, what I like to do, and I'm gonna get in there and do it. You know what I mean? And nobody nobody tells me to compete. You know what I mean?
Right.
I compete because I want to compete. You know what I'm saying? And that's like how it should be. And if,
Of course, I agree.
And if you don't want to, then take one out. You can chill. You don't have to do all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's okay. You know what I mean? And then you'll see better results. I guarantee it. You know what I mean? Because you'll be more prepared for whatever you want to do.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just but like for general, like most, like if anyone listening and wants to compete, don't listen to anyone. Just listen to yourself because it's better to if you don't want to compete, it's better to not compete and not get your ass kicked than to compete. Because someone told you to, spend money and get beat up, maybe get hurt. It's terrible, right?
I agree, but I agree with Paul on that whole thing. But me personally, this type of person I am. I like to be comfortable with what I wear, and I have certain I like a certain comfort fit. The War Tribe gi that I wanted to wear was not legal.
Do I have to hear this story again?
Yes, you do.
For the sixth time?
Yes, you do. So I contacted War Tribe. I said, because Andre told me, he goes, dude, that's not legal. He goes, you got to have 4 fingers in the sleeve. I'm like, all right, cool. But I was like, it's so messed up. Like, why is War Tribe? Like, I seen Kyle wear it. Paul wore his exact War Tribe gi that I have. He wore it to Worlds. You wore it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I contacted War Tribe, and they said, yeah, our gis are 100% IBJJF legal. You'll have no problem.
Did you shrink it?
No. It just fits snug. And I'm like, there's no way this is going to pass. So I didn't wear it. And I wore my grips, and the grips barely passed.
Yeah, and they're a lot bigger.
And it was significantly bigger. I'm like, that's crazy.
What size gi you wear?
A0.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No
So
way.
anyway, long story short, I wore the grips, and that's what I lost in. So I'll probably burn that gi now.
Damn.
The suspense was killing the audience.
Yeah, it was.
Which gi was it that he competed in?
Should have wore Just Roll,
If
bro.
it wasn't the War Tribe, what was it?
BJTs.
Oh man, I just got my new show your roll gi in today.
Oh, nice.
It was at my door.
Were you happy?
I was excited. I can't wait. I haven't tried it on yet, but I can't wait to try it on.
Oh, man. How much was it?
It was I don't know, $150, something like that.
No way.
No, it was more than that.
For sure it was more than that.
'Cause I just bought another War Tribe
Lie
one
to
too.
me like that.
How many gis do you have now?
13.
No way. I have like
He's been trading for less than a year.
I've been training
the
the gi
gi.
since January.
13 geese. Wow.
Yeah, he buys one every 3 weeks. I mean, if you break it down, right?
I don't know what my problem is, man.
You like them, huh?
I like them a little bit.
I
like options.
I'll train
Yeah.
2 to 3 times a day, depending on the day, right?
Okay, yeah.
And I try to use 1 to 2 gis, even in the summer. I try to use 1 to 2 gis a day because I just hate washing those things.
Yeah.
I air dry all my gis,
Yeah.
so it's like I wash. I have enough gis to go all week for sure. I don't even know how many gis I have. Maybe 10 to 15.
There you go.
I give gis away all the time too.
Yeah,
I just gave away like 4 gis, to my training partners and stuff.
Sure.
So I just try to use 1 to 2 a day because you do 3 a day. I don't if like one session is close enough. You know what I mean? And I'm already I just trained. I'll wear the same gi, even though if it's wet.
Right.
Yeah, you could get away with it.
You get away,
it doesn't necessarily have a funk on it just yet.
No.
It's just wet.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, evenings I do.
It's disgusting. Don't get me wrong. It's disgusting. But
But like evening class, I do the 6 o'clock class and I do the 7 o'clock class. So it's right next to each other.
No, that's different. That's
Yeah.
fine.
But you're talking about you're going like 12 o'clock and then 5 o'clock.
Oh, dude, I could totally see you doing that.
What?
I could see a wardrobe change.
No, I don't do
Is
that.
like,
Good.
I'm going to hit 6 o'clock class with my black War Tribe, and then I'm going to hit 7 o'clock class with my white show your roll.
So
I would never do that, dude.
What? I don't know.
I would hit
Never?
the 10 a.m. with a different, and then the night class,
Well,
but I would
yes.
never do.
So the last 2 weeks,
Dick.
the guys, you guys were at Masters World, so was my team, So I was covering a lot of classes. I was teaching at New Breed, and I was teaching at Chicago School of Grappling, okay?
Yeah.
So I would, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I would I'd wear one gi, right? I teach 9:30 to 11 at New Breed, and then I'd just take my top off, and I'd train a little bit at that class, and then I'd have the pants still on. I'd drive all the way down to the CSG, and I train the 12 o'clock class, right, to 2, so then I'm like soaked, and then I'd leave that to dry, and then I'd wear another gi for like the night class if I was teaching a night class that night,
Yeah.
But like that's like what I mean, like, or I'll train at like 11 with one gi until like 1:30, 2:30, 2 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll go get lunch and come back and train at 4 with the same gi. So like I'll take like, so it'll be disgusting,
Right.
Maybe I'll put a rash guard
little
on,
bit.
Do
you wear rash guards on your gi?
Not usually.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's too hot, especially in the
I
summer.
agree.
It's way too hot. But also I don't know. I like to pack. My car is like my closet. I have like
Is that right?
usually 2 to 3 gis just in my car. You saw my trunk.
I saw your trunk, yeah.
There's like a bunch of gis in there, like
And a box of protein bars.
protein bars.
Yeah, like he's doing the damn thing.
Yeah, right.
Protein bars, shoes to lift in, like there's everything,
Yeah.
like socks, like it's like I live out of my car because I'm traveling, so I'm always driving so much, I drive all day, so you'll notice that like if you're training like a lot, you drive more unless you're staying at one academy all day. If you're at one academy, awesome, but like sometimes you got to go different.
Sometimes
places.
I train 5 days a week, so I'm usually at Minecco's, and Saturdays I'll do, depending upon open mats. Usually I do Minecco's open mat, but sometimes I'll go to Vienna or wherever.
Nice, nice.
10th Planet usually Sundays open mat. I'll do that 10 a.m.
Okay.
That's a nice open mat in Lombard. But yeah, Friday night maybe I'll do like a Seraphin. Depends. Depends. Seraphin's,
I like training there. On
yeah,
Friday.
I like
It's
Seraphin.
good.
It's just sometimes it's just hard after work
To get there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to leave here at like 4 o'clock to get there by 5:30, just because traffic. It's Friday,
Right.
and heading out there on 294, it's rough.
You can shoot me in that traffic. I hate that.
Yeah, it's rough.
Chicago traffic Friday. Oh my
It's,
gosh,
it's the worst.
it is so bad.
I mean, it's not as bad as L.A.
You don't
or
think so?
New York, no.
Not even close, huh?
Not even close, dude.
Dude, then I'm just like
LA is
not-
bad.
I'm not even
LA's
ready.
supposed to be
then.
the worst.
LA's fucking bad. I've never been to New York, but I've been to LA.
Did you hear what Bill Burr said?
What?
He said on his podcast, I listen to his podcast sometimes, and he said on the night of the McGregor Mayweather fight, he's like, I'm not watching that stupid fight. He's like, I'm gonna go on the highway and drive and see like this is how nice life would be if this many people I wanted to existed. And he said if there was a button in his car to blow up every Buffalo Wild Wings in the world right now, he'd push it like 3 times.
Oh, that's clever.
That's great.
He's like, everyone watching that fight is gonna be mouth breather. He's like, dude, I love that guy. He's one of my
he's
favorite
great.
comedians.
He is
Yeah,
good.
his specials are awesome too.
And
They're all
then
on
Sebastian.
Netflix.
Sebastian, what's his last name? How you say it?
Sebastian Maniscalco.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Paul and I had like the perfect like.
Dude,
we're
he's
at
from Chicago.
I know he's from Arlington Heights.
Arlington Heights. guy.
Yeah, he's fucking hilarious. But we're at the airport, and the guy, like, make sure you have no like shoes off, and this, and he's like, did the bit exactly to like how he said it.
Right.
It was so fucking
Everything
funny.
out of your pockets. That means shoes. That means
No
cell
water,
phone. That
yeah.
means your keys. That like
Just
take your
fucking-
water. Not allowed to have any water. No fluids past the line. Belts out. Belts in the crate. I'm like, dude, could you imagine that guy all day? That's what he does
It's
all
on
day.
repeat. It's not
day.
just on repeat.
Holy
it.
fuck! Talk about killing yourself.
Oh god.
Although coming back was weird. Like I thought we got to the airport at like 8 o'clock. We flight left at like 10:30, and I'm like, dude, it's gonna be slammed. Which it was slammed outside.
Yeah.
But once we got, I thought security was gonna be bad, but security was just breeze, man. They're like, well, I'm like, do we take our shoes off? They're like, no, just walk through. Like what? Not today, they said. I'm like, what do you mean? Not today.
Today's
Like,
safer than every other day.
Yeah. I'm like, what does that even mean? Paul?
Today there's nothing bad. Okay.
Nothing bad is gonna happen today.
they obviously looked at the crystal ball and they're like, yeah, today's a good day. We're good. Just walk through. Of course, Paul, he goes through, the fucking alarms go off. I'm like, what'd you do? He's carrying his phone down. I'm like, bro, it's still a metal detector, man. You got to put your phone in the crate.
The way I look, you get a random search. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you get randoms?
Not too much. No, I'm okay. I used
Are
to
you, saying,
just
are you saying you get profiled a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Just say
Sure,
it, just say
sure,
it, man, just
sure.
say it.
Yeah, sure. But it's not a big deal. It is what it is. You can't. It just answer the questions and it'll be all good. You know. What I
Oh,
mean?
is that right?
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's. I guess it's for safety, right? Whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
It's whatever.
Is there anything good about getting profiled? Like, can you like skip the queue? Like, hey, can I get profiled over here?
Just for the line.
Right.
That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah, let me get something out of it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna profile me, at least like, hopefully it saves me 10 minutes here.
I used to like shave before every flight. You know what I mean? I'm a Syrian,
Okay.
So I'm from the Middle East. You know what I mean? My family's from Syria, so of course I look it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? But I stopped caring. I was like, I'm not gonna shave. I hate shaving.
Yeah.
Like I remember I used to work at a restaurant. I stopped working there basically because the manager would like. He made me shave once on shift. Like he made me like in the dry
No,
shave
he
in the
did
yeah, dick. Such a
You didn't
dick.
just leave?
No, I was young. I it was my job. I needed to, make money. He made me shave on shift, and I cut myself a couple times. Dry shave, with like a $2 razor. Like
What's wrong with
That's
people,
terrible,
man?
right?
You know what, that's
mean.
fucked
What
up.
job was this?
I was a host at a pretty nice restaurant.
What's
Okay.
the restaurant called?
Bravo. It's like a nice restaurant. It's like okay. It's like a Italian
Where?
restaurant.
What's that?
It's in Glenview.
Glenview.
Yeah,
Bravo? Never
yeah.
heard of it.
But I was in college, so I was like,
Yeah.
it's just like my side job. I was like a freshman in college, like
Right.
one of my first jobs, in a restaurant for sure.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I just
the
accepted
host.
it at first, and then so what I did was, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna forget this. So I grew my beard out long, okay, and I remember. I wasn't on shift for like 2 weeks. Like he was mad at me probably. He didn't give me any shifts. And then I was back on the schedule, and I came in with the most ungroomed beard ever. And he looked at me again, and he's like, "Didn't we like talk about this?" And I was like, "I'm going for a new look." And and I said it in front of like a bunch of people, so he didn't really say nothing. And he just like bit his tongue, bit his lip, and like walked away.
Yeah.
And shortly after, I quit. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not.
That's a bad environment, man. I don't like people like that, like bosses like that. People have to like feel they can control you. That's the worst, man. It's the worst environment to work in.
You know why I don't shave though? Like
Why? Because you're lazy?
One, I'm lazy. Two, when I was in high school, I was a junior in high school. I started training when I was a sophomore. I was 15 years old.
Okay.
Then I turned 16. I was training.
It looks like you've had a beard since you were about 12.
Since I was
Yeah,
since
like,
I
I
was
was gonna say
12
7.
months maybe.
Yeah, right,
So,
yeah.
12 months old, I had a beard. Then I started shaving in high school, but I would shave all the time. Actually, I was on the wrestling team and I did jiu-jitsu, and I got it's a skin infection called epitigo. Okay.
Okay.
And this thing is terrible.
Yeah.
Like it. So at the time, I don't know
I
if you
don't
guys
know what
played
it is. What is it?
It's nasty. Pull it up.
You can pull it up. You can look it up, dude.
I want to know what it is.
Yeah, you should look at it.
Yeah.
I should look at
You
it.
should look
know
at it
what
just
it
so you
looks
know.
like, dude.
Just so you know.
Okay.
But it was because I got a
Can you spell
haircut
it?
and
Can
I
you spell that for me?
I think it's like I'm really bad at spelling.
Me
It
too. I
embarrassed
was
me on-
hoping
on
that you
the
were
air
going to
right
go.
now. It's like
Come on, college man.
Is it E?
I
EMP?
epitigo, maybe E.
Epitigo?
E-P Tigo.
Dude, so
EP
many
Tigo.
people,
There you go.
So many people are making fun of us right now. You fucking idiots.
Bro, you don't need to know how to spell to be in college. You got spell check.
It's IMPE.
I told you I told you you messed me up, dude.
Don't listen to Paul, man.
Yeah, Paul.
No. Come on.
I told you So
Okay,
they're like
there
these
it is.
sores.
Yeah, they're sore. Damn,
and
bro.
they blow up with like ooze that comes out.
Hit images, dude. That's just
I see it right there, man. What? Oh, I got
Okay,
you need like the good real
He's like,
people.
this guy's like,
no, I don't
he's
want-
like being scared to touch the image. Like,
Yeah, dude, that's terrible. This is children have this. What's
yeah,
up?
it's common in children. So I don't know how I got it. It was it's a bacterial, So
It's terrible, man.
It's
I got it because I shaved, and I trained right after. So now I never, if you ever see me get a haircut like or shave,
You take the day off.
the day's off.
Yeah.
So I'll train before if I go to the barber shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm training before. I never train after. So like you'll never catch me training fresh cut. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's
Is it
because
contagious?
I don't know if it was contagious or not. But dude, they gave me a pill.
Yeah.
Like it was so bad that I had to take a pill to get rid of it. Excuse me. And the
Antibiotic, man.
back then, I don't know if you play video games, but there's this game called like Skyrim. You guys don't play? Oh, well, it was like they were like, okay, you'll appreciate this from Game of Thrones. You know how the dragon skills?
Yeah.
This game's like about killing dragons and shit, right?
Okay.
And like being dragonborn was called like Dovahkiin. So like in high school, everyone called me Dovahkiin. Like all my friends, at least, you know.
Is that your nickname?
No, just because I had this, it was scaly, the Epitigo. You know, they were making fun of me. Not
We
my
should bring it
nickname.
back, right?
No,
That's your next fight to win, man. That's
No.
your thing.
the Dragon Boy.
Yes. It could be, man.
Jon
Why
Snow,
not?
bro. Jon Snow.
Oh, you want to be Jon Snow? Oh, man. No. Sorry, man. You're not that cool.
But yeah, hey,
So,
Ta- take care of your skin. You know.
yeah,
Yes.
true that.
Yes, boys and girls. Wash.
Predictions then for the finale, the Game of
Tonight?
Thrones finale. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Either Cersei dies, possibly.
What?
I hope she dies, bro.
She's not dying,
You're not.
dude.
Yeah, you don't think
No
she is,
fucking
right?
way.
It's a trap. She's gonna get there. Why not? Fucking kill her. Fucking kill the bitch. All right.
That'd be super
Right.
gangster.
Oh,
I
man.
know, but
Hey,
then
and I think
who's the heel then? You know,
The brother?
Jamie.
Jamie's
The
not.
brother?
No, 'cause
Jamie's
he's
gonna
like-
kill her.
No way.
Jamie's gonna stab
What?
her.
You're
He's gonna stab her in
crazy.
her stomach. That fucking cunt.
Tell us how you really feel.
I hate her so much,
I
man.
know.
She's so mean.
She's
She is.
nasty, man. But she wants to have another
You
kid.
know, I don't hate her as much as I hated Joffrey, though.
Joffrey
God,
was
I hated
bad,
that
dude.
little
Bro,
shithead.
he's bad, but they get worse and worse.
Yeah.
Like they're just like all bad. It doesn't matter how like they're just all bad. But you know why I think he's gonna kill her? She told him not to betray her ever again, or
yeah.
else like he'd be like killed or something. Right?
Right.
She
Yeah,
threatened him.
She did.
So like Jamie's not a stupid guy. You know,
Yeah.
we'll see.
He's a little stupid.
Kind of.
No, he's Jamie's.
I mean, you're a
He's got
Lannister.
captured already.
Jamie's
He's-
good. He's a good person, I think.
I think he's a good person.
You're a Lannister. I mean, you could get pretty much any piece of tail on the island.
Any
You
piece
got
of
to
tail.
bang your sister. You know, he's kind of an idiot.
Weirdo. Yeah. What the fuck's wrong with you?
It's okay. Jon Snow's gonna be banging his hand.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I want Targaryen babies. I want to see it.
Targaryen babies.
Purebreds.
Okay. Are they done? Is this like the last
is-
episode ever?
No, this is
No.
the last. This is the season finale. tonight.
Season finale, and then you have to wait another like 10 years, and then you get to watch another 6
Another
episodes.
season.
6
'Cause,
episodes. I know.
Have they surpassed the books yet?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh, they did. And they just now
this
it's
is
just
all like screen, like the
HBO's just rolling with this.
David. I think his name is David Enioff or whatever. The writer, DB Weiss.
Yeah, DB White.
Yeah, they like talked to George R. Martin, the author, about like what's supposed to happen.
Right.
I think they write the show after they haven't been with the books for a while.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of people that aren't. I don't read the books, but you know that I'm not that guy who's like, oh well, the books are better. You know,
Right, I know.
Like I'm just like I just want to watch the
Yeah.
show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's up with those people?
I don't know. I just immediately know I could never be friends with you.
Well, it's like
It's the only piece of information I heard from what just came out of your mouth.
no.
Oh, the books are better? Cool, man. I'll see you around.
Crack me up, Paul.
You know what it is? It's
Some of
just
the
like
shit you say,
it's like
dude.
being vegan. You know, like they have to let you know they're vegan, right?
All
Right,
the time.
all the
dude.
time.
They have to let you know,
Dude, I
they have to let
preach-
you know the
dude,
books
you
are
know,
better.
Rogan
They have,
has a
listen.
fucking awesome bit about that.
Yeah, he does.
He's like-
But we're in the car. We're in an Uber we were going out to gamble a little bit the other night after McGregor. And we pick up this girl, picks us up, and I was preaching to her about jujitsu like I was trying to turn her. I don't know what came over me, dude.
Yeah, dude.
But I was just so into like talking about jujitsu and like explaining to her what it was because she didn't know.
And this chick was like, I know when you try to explain jujitsu to someone, you like try and get them into it. Be like, hey, seriously, stop by the gym though. I
Right.
think
Yeah,
you really
exactly,
like
right.
it. You know what I mean? Zita was like really like hard selling jujitsu. The biggest airhead chick I've ever come across in my life. She's like, oh really? Oh, that sounds fun. She's like so stupid. I'm like, dude, Zito, just stop talking,
I
bro.
know.
I can't listen to this anymore. I can't listen to either one of you anymore.
Oh, Paul, we had some good times, man. Dude, we played some black. Paul and I put down $2 each at a $10 $10 minimum blackjack table. We played for like 3 hours, dude, on that $200.
Up or down, up or
just,
down.
Just with $200, we were just up, down, and we just never lost it.
You kept it?
Kept it.
You
So-
didn't walk out broke?
No, we bet it all at the end when
Oh.
we left, and we lost it.
Yeah, we
Okay, lost. okay.
But we did it purposely, knowing that we were just gonna fuck it, whatever happens. But dude, we had such a blast, man. People thought we were fucking like they thought we were crazy, man.
Bro, if I had enough money, I'd gamble too, but it's it's very addicting.
It's super addictive.
So I
You
don't
gotta
like
be careful.
it. It's like eating a sunflower seed.
That's
What?
so bizarre to me, dude.
Oh, explain this to me. Sunflower seed. Go
So
ahead.
like in a Syrian culture, you know, when you go to someone's house, we set up tea and like seeds, nuts, dates, baklava. You know,
Right.
We said baklava, just like hospitality, right?
Right, nice.
But like we say, like when someone starts eating the seeds, we say they're as bad or worse as gambling, because as soon as you start, you can't stop.
Yeah,
you
sunflower
can't,
seeds,
you can't
right.
have one sunflower seed.
No, right.
You know,
Like Pringles, once you pop, you can't stop.
Yeah.
it's over. You know, so it's just the same thing to gambling. It's better just not to do it.
Don't do it.
You
Right.
know?
Right.
Gotta have some self control.
That there's only some seeds you should do though. You know what seeds?
What's that?
I tried them. There's no salt on them. Like that's the beautiful thing. 'Cause you know when you eat too many seeds, you're just parched. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly.
This is like their seeds. They're like with no added flavor, so you just get to crunch and eat, and you don't have that terrible feeling in your mouth. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So don't do gambling. Okay, that's the story.
Eat seeds while gambling? Is that?
That's all I heard.
That's what I heard, dude.
It was fun. As long as you know, like I was talking to Paul about it, and we were like, dude, I'm not losing my money. I'm spending my money. Like I know where it's going. I didn't lose it. Like
Well-
I'm here spending it. It's like if I go out to dinner and you make me bring me food and I pay you for that food. Well, the lady's bringing me cards and I'm paying her to bring me cards.
Right.
That's it.
Kinda.
I'm spending it.
Yeah, you can look,
I had a
that's a
good time
good
spending
that's a
it.
good way of looking at it.
Of course,
Yeah.
that's how you gotta look at it.
That's a good because the times I've been to the casino, I'm like, I need to win this back.
No,
And, like,
you can't look at it like
Then
that.
I'm getting dragged out
Then
of
you
there.
get dragged down that hole. No.
My friends are like, no, we got to go.
Yeah. when you go out to the movies, you give them the money. You don't think, oh, I gotta get that money back. No, you want to spend, had a good time.
You know what's the
That's it.
problem though? When you're like, all right, I'm only going to spend this much, and you spend it, and
Right.
you're like, okay, I'm going to spend a little more.
No, that's what I do. I walk
It's
in
terrible.
there. I
And
walk in there. I'll put $100 down. I go, as soon as that's gone, I'm gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's discipline.
But if I get up like $300 or $400, I pull that shit right away too, and I cash out.
It's like Andre says
Jeez.
that. Andre says that, right? What do you say?
Mineko claims he like every time he plays blackjack, he gets up like $500 or $600 and walks.
That's it.
Nobody believes me. Every time I walk in, $500-$600, no problem, and then I leave. I'm like, what?
Man, I want to go there with him.
Wow, shit.
It's awesome, man. He won. Dude, he was just a murderer this
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah,
Dude, he really
fought so fucking hard.
I mean, Andre's super passionate about jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
Anyone
for
who knows
sure.
Andre,
Really tough bracket too, man.
dude, he
He
had
had
the
like
number,
26 guys in his bracket or
right.
something.
He fought the number one ranked in his bracket.
Oh,
and
wow.
Beat him like 12-0.
There's
Dude,
domination.
Nobody
It was-
scored a point on him.
No one
all
scored a
week.
point on all his matches, dude. He had it was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
It was really something.
Wow.
Man, I
I'm sure he's
very.
very happy, man. Congrats to him.
Yeah.
It was great, man. He's such a fucking G, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Then afterwards we went back.
You guys
we're like,
celebrate?
fuck yeah, dude, Brazilian style, man. He's like, let's go make reservations.
Someone was like, "Yeah, let's hit up Fogo de Chao or whatever," and Mineko's like, "No, let's just buy a bunch of meat and grill at the Airbnb." You know?
That's
So-
what we did, man. We barbecued at the Airbnb.
Nice.
Fucking Mineko's out there. Kyle's out there. Fucking just.
They had
grilling
a
up
really
meat.
nice setup.
How
Those
do
guys
they?
had like a
Is there
pool.
a special way they do it? Like
I don't know, man. It's delicious. That's
Yeah.
I don't know what they do. They put magic on it. I don't know. But it's just fucking like the bread. They barbecue the bread. It's
They,
like
they
fucking
buy rock
amazing.
salt and then they fucking just dip it in rock salt and like punch more salt into it, and then they throw it on the grill. That's what they do.
It was delicious. I don't care. It was great, man. It was a good time, man. Then all the soul fighters came out from the team. It was a fucking good time, man.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
It was great. Yeah,
Will you see yourself at any of the other big tournaments?
for sure, man.
Yeah.
I'm not stopping.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Addicted. It's like a seed.
It is, man.
Yeah, sunflower seeds. bro.
Jiu-jitsu is
This
very
guy-
addictive. Competing's addictive. For me, it's addictive. I enjoy it. You know, because I like to push myself. I like to see.
Same.
You know what I mean? I
Uh,
want to see results, man. I expect.
Oh, yeah.
I expect a lot from myself. You know, and I just like feeling good, and I feel good when I'm training.
Good.
And you know, and I like to know that my training's going towards something as well. You know,
I
not
like-
just like in life in general and health and all that stuff is great, but you know, to compete and with my team and my coach and stuff, man,
Right.
who's so passionate about everything, dude.
I 100% agree.
So nice.
I when I was
Well, Vives, dude. I mean,
oh,
it's fucking
he's intense.
super intense, dude. It's
So
awesome, man.
intense.
So, but it's good, man.
Well,
It's
it
good to be
is.
around people like that. Really puts things into perspective.
Yeah.
Like for me, be around someone who's so passionate about something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Andre's like passionate, man. Like this is his life.
Yeah, yeah.
His life, man. You like, and it rubs. You're like, fuck, dude. Like, I want
Yeah.
to be with a guy like this is his life.
Yeah.
He's just like so in it, man.
That's yeah.
He's, I mean, to coach, he coached Paul, coached myself, coached. He knows what he's doing, man. So Paul's fight, your first fight, the one you won, Paul pulls guard, second time, and they gave the guy 2 points. Vives, Spiegelman, right? They all were like, or no,
Yeah,
Carlos.
Mark and Carlos were like,
Yeah.
we were yelling from like 2 mats over, like, what the fuck? You
Yeah.
know? Mineka was right there, just of course, flipping out on the ref.
Yeah,
You know?
flipping out. He's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? But then, you know, Paul won that match, so it worked out. But then later on, Dave, who won third, one of our teammates, Dave,
Nice.
he took bronze in the light feather purple. His guy had him in a leg lock and spun the wrong way.
Ooh.
And so Andre immediately, like, I didn't know what was going on. You're right, you didn't know what was going on.
No.
And Andre's immediately, you know, he's talking Portuguese.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know what they're saying, but he's all up in arms. And then the match stops. Oh, I'm like, what
DQ?
the fuck? Yeah, DQ'd, man. And that poor kid,
It's good to have a coach like that.
fuck
you know?
yeah. But that kid who got DQ'd,
I couldn't believe it.
Paul was like, what the fuck?
I
man?
could not get over this
He
dude.
was like-
he wouldn't leave the mat.
Wouldn't leave the mat.
He was on his knees. He was
Crying.
He was literally like with the hand, you know,
Yeah.
hand praying
Yeah.
to God, to the ref. He was crying. He wanted an explanation. You know, they're just like, get off the mat, bro. It's over.
Yeah.
Then he comes outside and he's like bitching to his teammates and his friend. And then he takes his gi off, like undresses right there in front of everyone. And his girlfriend starts folding his gi and putting it in his bag. And she's crying.
Yeah.
Because he's crying. I mean, I could not stop watching the whole thing, dude.
Dude, that meant
I'm like,
that meant a lot to him.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Yeah, no
It meant
shit.
A fucking lot.
Yeah.
Dude, it was intense, man. The whole, I mean, you know, coming from, I don't know how it is coming from Brazil, you know, I don't know that lifestyle, you know.
Well, if that's all you got, man.
That's why I was trying
Think
to
about
yeah.
it.
So, I mean, that's,
But it's not like winning Masters World is gonna like.
That's
that's
what I
why
mean.
that's confusing. You know,
what I mean? That's
Like-
why I was so
that's why
fucking
Paul was
confused.
like that. Yeah, no.
like Worlds, sure, I get it,
Right.
but like it's like if you win Masters World, like even if you win Master World, it's not like your life changes the next day.
No.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
No, it doesn't matter.
you're not gonna. It's not like some grand
You care.
prize. Yeah,
Nobody
you
else
care.
cares.
Yeah,
Right, Paul?
Right.
yeah. I don't want to say that because it's not. It's good. You know, it's a great achievement. But
It is.
But,
But
yeah,
that's
you're
the
right.
truth, right?
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
not- and everyone, I think everyone realizes.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's what Nathan Orchard said to us at that was actually at the seminar. He goes, sometimes you go out there and you compete. He goes, it's the biggest thing in the world. Nothing else matters. And also, everything else matters. You know, like it's the biggest thing.
To you.
At the same time, it's nothing at all.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
because really only you care.
I think it's
if
only
you win
to
or
that,
lose.
like if you that it's mostly in that community cares more than anyone else.
Yeah.
Like you can tell people that have never done jiu-jitsu before that you're a world champion, and they're like, "Wow,
yeah.
that's cool."
Cool, man.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's awesome." They don't understand.
They don't know.
because they don't know what that means.
No one knows
You
what
know
it means.
how hard
Right.
is that to achieve? You
Right.
know what I mean? And you know, the one thing I like about like Henner Gracie, you know, like on the what do you call it, on his YouTube channel and all that. You know, I know he's like, I'm a competitor and I like competitors, you know, but I gotta admit those guys, like, they do real well at getting the like the regular person
Yeah.
Education.
into the sport.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to give it to them. Like,
Yeah.
I agree.
Like, yeah, maybe like they're not competition oriented. Doesn't mean they don't like they're good at jiu-jitsu, man. Those guys are legit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
The thing is, like 90% of people who train jiu-jitsu aren't competition.
they're not competitors.
Yeah, they're
Right.
not into it.
Right.
But, like-
there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
wrong with that.
but there's two different scenes. You know,
Totally
like,
two different
like
scenes, right.
a competition versus just a gym is so it's just different atmospheres, and there's people that just want to learn. You know, and they have like people shouldn't be like a lot of times like there's competition classes and stuff, and people want to do the competition class and they don't compete just so they feel like to feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's okay as well, but like it's like it's hard. It's like trying to put this up like it's okay to just not compete. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? But if you do compete, you gotta train like you have to compete.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like I said, with those guys, it's awesome that they get so many people into jiu-jitsu.
Right.
Like it's like what can you do for jiu-jitsu? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you guys are doing a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Like this educates people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like who
We
listen-
hope, right.
Right. But everyone puts their part in. It's just like anything else in society. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. I mean, jiu-jitsu is not just competition. There's a lot of lifestyle involved with it, you know?
Yeah.
And I agree. Anyone promoting it is a good thing.
How good of a salesman is that guy?
Dude,
He's great.
He's amazing. Oh my
really
gosh. It's like this is what all of us do. He's like this is the number one. He's so like passionate. Like you said,
yeah.
is he the one who did the acai?
The acai, oh my god! How good does he make it look? Right? He's like
Paul's telling me about
But
it.
he did
stops
an
mid-
instructional on how to eat acai correctly.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes. And I was
Hey, hold on.
like, I'm like, is this?
Oh,
is
did
this,
you watch it?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like
Oh my
It's
gosh.
like a 1 minute
What is
clip
wrong with
on
you?
Instagram.
All right, we got it. Is it on Instagram?
Yeah.
What do you mean
on
how to eat it? Just put it in your mouth.
It's so stupid. It's because, okay, the
You
acai
go
is at
around
the
the bowl,
bottom,
right?
And then they have like the bananas and then the granola and the nuts and blah, blah. And he goes, people take their spoon and then they mix the whole thing up and make it one big mix. That's not how you eat acai. You dip it all the way down and you collect the seeds and the granola on the way up. And I'm like, what? Is actually making a
cares?
video about this?
Who
Like,
cares?
it's so stupid. Don't pull it up, Cito. It's
Don't.
the dumbest fucking shit ever.
I mean,
Don't
so I ate
don't
about,
subject me to that, bro.
Okay, I had 3 acai bowls on a Saturday, 2 on Friday, and 2 on Thursday.
Dude, that's like $80.
Bro,
What, $70, $80?
It's just exactly what Paul said.
Oh my gosh.
Like, what? You ate $100 worth of fruit?
Oh my
kidding me?
gosh.
Bro, I
Not
could not
even.
stop, bro. I could not stop.
I don't blame you. It's good.
It's fucking delicious.
But I'm telling you, I make the best ones. Well, I learned from Benil, Benil Daryush.
Neil, the UFC fighter.
Yeah. So he's a good friend of mine.
Why are you name dropping on the podcast, bro?
I'm not allowed to.
Yeah, no, you're allowed to.
He is the best. Like, he's the best at making acai.
Is he a Syrian too?
He is a Syrian. He's a Syrian. So I got to meet him. Actually, there was an event in Chicago. It was called the Assyrian Fighters Night, and
cool.
they flew in Benny and they flew in Rhonda Marcus. She's in the UFC, and my friend Jason Youssef. He has an academy in California. Also, it's Carlson Gracie Irvine. So I got to meet all these people that also do martial arts. You know what I mean? And it's awesome. I'm glad the Syrian community set that whole thing up and flew them out because I got to build these relationships up, and now I have good friends that train. And every time I go out to California, I get to learn from these people, and Benil's one of my biggest role models. You know what I mean? Like, he's a very, very good competitor, and he's a great guy. You know what I'm saying? I learned from him on and off the mat, and he also taught me how to make good acai bowls.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, so
Are you going to drop the recipe here on the podcast?
I don't know if I can do that.
All right,
It's
you're
his
gonna
recipe.
You're going to tell us after, though?
Maybe, yeah,
All right,
maybe.
cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, people.
I'm like addicted to that with the almond butter on top. Oh my god, dude. It's just amazing.
Dude, that's like extra $2 almond butter. Just letting you know.
Dude, he's right. Is
Isn't
it
it?
really? Yeah, because that
Dude,
was
they make it expensive as hell.
the Warrior Bowl was $15.
$15.
And then the classic was like $13, and then the original was $12.
I don't care, man. It's so fucking good.
It is. But don't you think they don't give you enough?
Yeah,
They
'cause
just
I had
don't
3,
get-
dude. I
yeah.
had to do 3. They don't give you enough.
That's the thing. When me and Benny
You should
make
be able
them,
to supersize that bowl.
just for 2 of us, we'll use like 6 packets.
Oh, really?
Like that's a lot. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like probably in that one bowl you eat,
Yeah.
there's like a pack to 2 packs, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
For like 3 of us, we're using. They'll probably give you like a honestly in that bowl because they probably mix it with like some like apple juice and like banana, like something else to like make it so they don't have to use as much acai. You know what I'm saying? Because it's expensive.
Okay.
Right. So they're probably maybe a pack and a half.
Okay.
To the bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll use 6 and we'll just like eat the whole thing. it's pretty good.
Did you buy all the ingredients out here?
I can't make it out here. He has like a wholesale account and all that.
You can't make it out here?
You know what
I don't have a blender to make it.
Oh,
Like,
man. Well,
wait a
what's
minute,
all this talk about, dude? Talk
So-
is cheap, bro.
So if you give us we could find the ingredients out here and make it.
possibly.
All right. That's all I need.
Possibly.
That's all I need. to know.
I'd rather just make it and then you guys try it, and then you're like, okay, is it good or not? Because you
So-
might not like it. Who knows? Maybe I'm just like, bullshitting you. You know?
Maybe you are.
Maybe you need to set up your own booth at the Chicago Open, man.
There you go.
Oh man, that'd be a long day. Those guys did good though. Those
Yeah.
guys, it was pretty good.
Yeah,
That was good.
That was pretty good.
It was actually really good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Like their ICE was good.
You know they have to blend it like off-site, and then Benjamin Salas, I was talking to him at the acai booth or whatever.
Okay.
He's like, he knows the whole system, dude.
Of
He was
course.
explaining it to me. They make it off-site, and then they blend it, and then they like put it in these barrels, and they put the barrels in ice, and then they bring it on-site, and that's why like they scoop it, and sometimes it can be like a little icy like that. You know?
I like
Okay.
when it melts.
Yes,
I like it
agree.
when it's melty.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
with the almond butter. Oh man.
I don't put it on there. Almond butter.
What?
No, I don't need just granola. That's all
Yeah,
I need.
I got granola, the banana with the almond. Oh, come on.
Nah, dude, just granola. The cacao nibs are good.
Yes, they are good.
Okay. And like I like honey or something like that. Because acai is not sweet.
Right.
It's not actually. Have you ever had like real acai, like just from the bar?
I've
No.
never had
Like it's just disgusting.
Like earthy,
actually.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually not even good. It's actually like not good. but when you mix it with stuff and you make it into an ice cold treat, it's
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah, it is.
delicious.
And it,
Just like it's like.
And if you say it's healthy, oh, well, awesome,
I'm a big fan of frozen grapes.
dude.
Love 'em.
The best.
Isn't it?
It's like it's ridiculous. It's so much better than regular grapes,
Right? It's so strange. I have bags of frozen grapes, dude.
Yeah. Dude, I was standing at the acai counter at the Chicago Open. Like I said, I was talking to Benjamin. It was like right outside where the men's bathroom is.
Yeah.
And some lady walks up to me and she goes, "Excuse me, can you go into the bathroom and tell Raymond to come out here?" So I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." Like, who's Raymond?
Who's Raymond?
So I'm assuming like, okay, like, so I walk into the bathroom and I go, I'm assuming like this is Raymond's mom, and like he's a little kid like in the bathroom, like, "Hey, tell him, hurry up, let's go, get out here."
Right.
So I walk into the bathroom, I go, "Hey, Raymond, your mom's out here." Like, and as I'm saying your mom wants you to go out, this like 6'5" black dude like pokes his head out like over the
Stall.
stall. He's like, "Yeah, what's it? Somebody call for Raymond?" I'm like, he's like, "Yeah, that's definitely not my mom." I'm like, I can see that now, dude. You know what I mean? But I came out and told that story to them, her and to Benjamin. They were busting their ass laughing, dude. I thought I was gonna walk in there and like,
Right.
tell a 6-year-old like, "Hey, let's go. Your mom's out." Fucking huge black dude's like, "What? My mom's not out there."
For a ball. That's funny, dude.
Stop it. So what about you, Ashur? When did you start training, man?
I started training in 2010. It was January 19th, maybe.
So
a
did
good
you
memory,
wrestle
right?
all 4 years in high school?
No, I didn't wrestle all 4 years. I wrestled, I think, 2 years.
Okay,
Yeah,
the last two?
No, I wrestled. So I also no. It was
So
like a
what got
mix.
you into what?
Okay, I started wrestling freshman year. It was my first sport I ever did.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then sophomore year I trained all off season. Okay, and I got ringworm really bad. First time I ever got it from the wrestling mats at my school.
Uh-huh.
They never like clean those things. Okay,
What school is this?
don't want to say, you know. I don't
That's
wanna-
public information, dude. Go ahead and say
I'm
it.
hoping they clean them by now.
I hope to.
Glenbrook
but it's-
North, Glenbrook North,
Nah, keep guessing.
Niles West.
Close.
Oh,
Close. Close. Anyways, we'll keep
Anyway,
going.
all right.
It's not part of the story.
okay.
I got a ringworm and I got it bad. I got it on my arm, my forearm. Then it went to my other forearm. I got to my head.
What?
I'm like putting cream all over my body at one point, you know? And I'm like, what the hell? I'm getting made. No one wants to touch me at school. Everyone's like, Ashur's infected, you know, like this is like, and we're pretty brutal, you know. Everyone's like,
course.
you need to quarantine yourself,
Right.
you know.
Poor-
So I get on.
Poor kid.
This is like again. This is like when I'm learning about skin infection. I haven't, thank God, like knock on wood, I haven't had a skin infection since high school. So like, I'm
Just put that out there for the ladies. You know?
yeah.
Ringworm, impetigo.
I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good. Right.
Hey,
Right
you-
after he says it,
you grappled?
sometimes I wear one gi for 3 training sessions.
But anyways, this is from wrestling, man. I got this ringworm real bad. I had to take this pill, and by the time it was all gone, the season was almost over. You know what I'm saying? So it was in January when I finally was like clear. Okay, like I still had it a little bit, but it was like dead. It was like dying. You know. So I was like, man, I was really upset. I missed the season, and I wanted to. I like worked hard, you know. I like lifted every day after school. I trained wrestling after school. This is a kid who never did sports before. I was a pretty chubby kid, but you know, I grew up in like a single parent home. So my mom was always working, and like nobody could take me to sports when I was young, you know. So like high school was my first time I was exposed to it, and I was like, I loved it. I picked the hardest one. It was like
Right.
cool, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I was like Googled like I was watching the UFC at that point. I really liked like fighting, so I Googled like jiu-jitsu or MMA gym near me, and like at the time I found like New Breed Training Center, okay, and the coach was Mark. Mark was still a brown belt, okay, and then Sam was a blue belt. So I
Mark
remember
Vives and Sam Spiegelman.
Yeah.
Okay.
and it was like winter break, and I was in a sophomore in high school, and I was at the Skokie Library, like doing some like big homework assignment for winter break. And the gym used to be on Lincoln, like really close there, so like 2 blocks. So I remember I walked over like from the library to the gym in the winter. It was really cold. I opened this door, and there's this like stinky, small, tight, cramped gym, right? And like I just see like the glass is fogged up, okay?
Yeah.
And like I see a bunch of men, you know, like I saw one of my friends, Steve Hanrahan, you know, this guy's like a real Viking, okay? He's like, he was an MMA fighter. He's like 6'6", like 250 pounds, like scary guy, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But the nicest human,
Right.
okay? But like, I see these, and I'm intimidated, you know, I'm 15 years old, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, talk to Sam. I remember Sam was the first guy who comes up to me. He's like, hey, we're training right now, but like, yeah, you can come in and train with us. And he's like, you need to bring a parent because you're under 18. I was like, okay, cool. So I asked my mom for like a couple months or like a couple weeks, actually. No, I was like, every day I asked her.
Yeah.
My mom was like, fine, you know, I'll take you. She takes me like after like 3-4 weeks and then signs me up there. And then I started training every day. And like, I remember the first thing Mark taught me was a waiter sweep. So like, I kind of tell people who just start, it's easy to like learn jiu-jitsu at the beginning because like you know nothing, right?
Right.
So whatever I show you today, like the first move, and
Yeah.
the first move I learned in jiu-jitsu was a waiter sweep. It wasn't like that's not like an easy move, you know what I mean? Like from half guard, a waiter sweep
Right.
nogi, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like an easier move would be like a hip bump sweep or like
A scissor sweep.
You know, a
Yeah.
scissor sweep or like just like holding closed guard or like, you know what I mean? Like not a waiter sweep where you have to switch your hips and, you know, underhook the leg and both legs, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then come up, you know? But what do you call it? Mark showed me it, and like we drilled it. I remember, and then like we got to spar, and I hit it the first class. I did it right away to someone, and I was just addicted. I would remember. I was like, I would ride my bike or I'd walk to the gym every day. I'd take the bus. I'd do whatever it takes in any weather, rain, snow, whatever. And then I just started training from then, and then competed, and I won Naga after like a couple months, and like that was my first tournament, and then just kept going. You know, it was
Yeah.
fun. Like Naga was a big deal to me because I just wanted that sword. I was a kid, you know. I was 15 years old,
Right.
Yeah, I want the sword. I'm 42.
but like now the sword is just I don't like going to Naga tournaments, man.
They're-
It's
Nobody does.
It's terrible. Like it's a whole day, and it's like
it's a different tournament for sure. Yeah.
It's good for kids, but like, and like people who want to fight MMA, they like for some reason it's like where you prove your worth.
Yeah.
You know, like this is.
So a lot of dudes wearing Affliction.
Oh
shirts
man,
there.
those guys, they're ready to fight.
Yeah.
And Naga, they're waiting for someone to push me, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like please push me.
It's such a trashy tournament, really.
You know, I think it's they make hella money, right?
They do.
They do, and they'll make you wait all day, and you'll wait. So whose fault is it?
Yeah, it's true. Well, they got a lot of good terms. Grappling games. It's a good
Yeah,
good
for sure.
Grappling industries. So yeah, a lot of people on the heels of Naga that come up there.
But I'm
doing
just
a lot
saying,
of
you
this
pay
stuff.
the same price for IBJJF. Thinking about the
IBJJF
product,
a little bit more. Right?
it is,
Yeah.
but like the product difference, you know.
The product is definitely it's a
And
premium
just the
product.
caliber of
Like,
And that's the thing.
competitors. You know?
So that's the one thing that I didn't realize till Kyle was telling us that they're like there's like star events like a 6-star.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
world's
Right.
like 7 or 6.
Right,
I don't know.
exactly. So there's different levels to the IBJJF.
Yeah.
Like the Chicago Open might be a 1 or 2 star.
1 or 2 star.
Right. So that's interesting. I didn't really, and that tells you how hard the competition is.
Yeah.
You know, that's
So that
I mean,
means if you medal there, like you get more points at
probably
something like
right.
that. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. But I mean, just to show you how, I mean, that's impressive stuff. Like, they thought of everything. It really did. There's not much that the IBJJF hasn't
Yeah.
really thought of that I can see. I mean, I like I was telling Paul, they had a belting ceremony at the.
Yeah, you're
at
like
the
all
event.
into it. You're like looking guys up. You're like, this guy's ranked number 4. I'm
Yeah.
fighting the number 4 guy.
You
and
don't. I
it's-
don't think you should look at the rankings.
I know I don't look at
to
the.
be honest.
I just like to know, like, it's just nice to see how well it's like preserved. Like, it's kind of cool.
It is
I mean,
cool.
it's kinda,
the way
and
they
you
do
see
it.
how many times people compete. You know, the guy that won my division, he's ranked like 11th, right? And he's won pretty much everything.
But he's actually ranked 1 because he won the worlds.
You would
So,
think,
like,
right? Well, in a points scheme, right?
Right, in the
right.
points.
So that's how they rank you by points. So if he has enough, I don't know how many points he has, but regardless, I was talking to another competitor in my same division. He tended to think that guy actually is a black belt in judo, but he had a blue belt in jiu-jitsu.
I think that's legal.
It's interesting.
I
though.
think it's legal,
Of
though.
course, it's legal. But
Yeah.
what's fascinating,
Right.
like for me looking at that, and like, holy fuck, I've got to like super step up my game.
Yeah.
To counteract that type of like person, because that's the type of person that you're fighting in a competition that scale. You're not just
Yeah.
fighting. I've been doing jiu-jitsu 2.5 years. I'm a blue
You
belt.
got to be ready.
I'm gonna go against a guy who probably has grappling, like a Javier. Javier is 20 something years grappling. He's
Javier Palomo.
yeah, he's a purple belt,
Yeah.
LCCT, but he's got 20 years of grappling, black belt in judo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's not a normal purple belt. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's a different type of breed.
Yeah.
You know? So that's the type of, now that I have that insight.
And he was doing really well at Worlds too. He won his first 2 matches, and then he got DQ'd for reaping. God
Yeah.
damn it, Javi.
Damn.
Yeah, he did.
I heard he has great leg locks.
Yeah,
so.
he's awesome.
Yeah. He won his first match by crucifix choke.
Nice.
Second match by clock choke.
Very good.
And then DQ'd by. It was interesting. You know, the guy he was facing in his third match knew the game very well. Like he
was a savvy competitor. You
very
might say.
savvy competitor, as
Right,
Javi
right.
would say. So what happened? Javi had him in a little leg lock entanglement. The guy knew to put his leg through his leg to create the reap.
Right.
They stopped the match when that happened, and I'm like, oh fuck, they're DQing him for reaping. They let the match continue because he said, hey, you can't, because the guy did that purposely.
Right.
They got into some weird leg lock entanglement. They were both like Javi was upside down. You know, Javi goes up
Right.
inverted a lot, so he was upside down, and then his leg crossed, and that was it. You know, but it's in a transition,
Right.
and that was it, man. But
Don't
Bummer.
reap, bro.
he took third.
Oh, nice.
So he
That's
made
semifinal.
podium. Yeah,
Nice.
it was
nice.
awesome, man. Congratulations, Javi. But yeah, I mean, it's no joke, man. That level of competition is totally different than you find at like New Breed or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's a different level. It's impressive. I did not know, but now I know. Now I'm gonna be prepared. Now I know what I gotta do.
The New Breed grappling tournament, right?
Yes,
I was
not the
confused. I was
gym.
like, what?
Not the gym.
Zito likes to do that. He likes to throw that out there. Like
can talk to
everybody
Mark
knows
about
what
that.
we're talking
Yeah,
about.
I'm sorry.
First and last names, please, on the
Yes. Yeah, I
podcast.
know. We
Because
talked
I know
about that.
what you're talking about when you say Mark, but not everybody else
Yeah, I know. We talked
listening
about
to us.
that.
Okay.
Come on, Tito. Come on, man.
Dude.
It's your first day here.
Don't
Yeah.
you starburst on Mike.
Don't you? Oh yeah, we had pizza before that. We were gonna eat. I wanted to just start the podcast, but then we're like, we gotta eat pizza.
Took forever to
Right.
get here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's a
Game of
long time.
Thrones tonight.
Dude, I
you
can't
know?
check Facebook now.
Dude, you cannot.
Oh,
You
dude.
can't open anything.
Don't open anything, dude.
Nothing.
Ashur's so fucking into it, dude.
You don't, man. You're,
Dude, I can't handle spoiler. Ruin.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
man.
could you
won't.
imagine? Getting
Can
a
you
spoiler
imagine?
on that.
Don't.
You know?
Cersei Lannister, dead.
Dead.
Yeah. Dude, we should just throw something up there right now, just to fuck with people.
No.
Yeah,
no.
and then she becomes a Night Walker. Can you imagine that bitch as a Night
Oh,
Walker?
she
God
the
damn.
Night Queen. Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah,
she
the
did
Night Queen.
There you
Even
go.
more of a bitch than before.
Yeah.
How come they don't talk though? They don't. They just look at each other.
Because, bro, they're assholes. You know, like actions speak louder. Than
Right.
like, they killed the fucking dragon. Fuck that dude. Fucking asshole.
He didn't kill it. Dragon's still alive, dude.
No, it's not.
I mean, sort of.
It's a ice. Do you think it's gonna spit ice?
I don't know. That'd
If
be
it
dope
spits
as
ice,
fuck.
oh my god, I'm having a nerdgasm, dude. Fuck. Like, shit.
That's good, man.
Spits ice, dude. Oh my god. That is hilarious, dude.
Oh man, that's so funny, man. What's up next for you, man? You got anything coming up?
Probably fight to win in
Probably.
Chicago. Yeah. We'll see if they get me on. Right.
Yeah,
I've been on the last two, but
you're always entertaining to see.
Yeah.
You come out.
I appreciate that.
You walk
Bring
out.
out that flag.
I appreciate
Wave it
that.
around, yeah.
The Assyrian
I
flag.
enjoy it. I
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Thanks, guys.
I don't know why people don't like you, man.
You think people don't like me?
I don't know,
It's
man.
not.
People don't like him?
It's not stated
I
that.
don't know, man.
I guess
I
you
don't know,
you
people-
don't like me.
People don't like him, man.
Who doesn't like me?
I'm just kidding.
I'm
fucking with
easy.
you.
Hey, I'm easy.
He's getting defensive now.
It's okay, bro. I don't really care.
Yeah,
It's
people
easy
who
not to
hate
like
Game
me.
of Thrones don't like you.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be friends with them anyway, man.
No, it's not.
Maybe
a
because
big
you're so
deal.
intimidating. Like when I first rolled with you, I was like, "Oh, fuck,
you think
man.
I'm intimidating?
A little bit, man.
Why so?
'Cause you're ginormous.
I'm not that
compared
big.
to me.
He was profiling you, dude.
I was profiling you.
Yeah, you were.
So
Like-
I'm
like
like,
you
I'm
did
like,
at the
oh
airport.
shit, like Ash.
This
he's
guy?
like, let's roll. I'm like, all right, man, this is gonna be fucking.
Yeah,
you're-
as long as he
you're-
doesn't have a suicide vest on
How
under
ni-
his gi.
hey, how nice was I though?
Dude, you were super nice, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Because obviously I'm really little, and no, you took care of me, dude. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
a great,
for
it was
sure.
a really
I've
good
heard
role.
that from multiple people that you're a
Really-
fun role.
Really good role, very technical. Obviously, you put me in a steam lock, and
Did I?
Yeah, remember
Oh,
my
no.
eyes lit up. You're like, yeah, I'll stop right there. I'm like, yeah, thank you. I'm not rolling out of that fucker.
Yeah.
I don't even remember my roles. I roll a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
like,
yeah.
just goes
Thanks. It
past.
wasn't very memorable, so I didn't do
No,
anything
no.
that good, did I? Basically, just got fucked up for 5 minutes.
No, I don't think like most people say I'm intimidating, but maybe it's because I have a beard. I don't know. I'm pretty like direct though. Like I'm a very direct
wrong with that,
person.
dude.
That's
Like-
true.
Like so, people like today.
But I'm the same way too, man. Like I'm a lot more jollier than my face makes out that I am. You know.
It's true.
Like people think I'm just angry for no reason, and a lot of times I might be, you know. But but most of the time I'm pretty laid back. Like I don't. When it's time to work, it's time to work.
Right.
Okay. But like other than that, I'm like usually fucking around. Like I'm chilling. You know. I'm not too like strict on things.
Right.
But at the same time, I think like I am. So I don't know. I'm like in the middle. I'm
So who you looking to fight? Anybody?
whoever they want me to fight.
No, because you fought a lot of people already.
I don't care who I fight, man.
Is there anyone out there you want to fight that you haven't fought?
I don't know. A name doesn't really come up. I don't care, man. Like,
Right.
it doesn't matter to me. Like it's a shadow to me, you know.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter who it is. Like
But you're at what weight now?
I've been lifting a lot. I got Sam Spiegelman and my buddy Abraham Yukana. Like they're like my strength coaches. So they set up like I have like a program. The last 8 weeks I've been lifting, and like now I'm like at a solid 200.
Nice.
You know, but I will compete. I said a fight to win. I typed in 195 just because I like last fight to win. I made 85, and I was like 200 pounds, like 190. I was like 195 pounds, 200 pounds. I lose like 15 pounds, and I didn't like it.
Yeah,
and like
wild.
I don't know. I don't feel like I need to. I'm not at like the black belt level yet where the weight's gonna matter super like hard. Like 10, 20 pounds won't matter too much. Like at black belt, I'll be more serious, of course, like cutting my weight and making sure I'm on diets to make certain weight classes. But I'm like at Pans, for instance, I was like 192, 3 pounds, and with like I weighed in at like 199 at the scale, and I fought heavyweight, which is like 208. I could easily make
Right.
middle heavy, you know, but I still I did fine, you know. I got double third at the Pans, and that's like, again, I don't think it's about weight too much. Like a couple of pounds, 10 pounds doesn't really matter to me. Like I just know I'm confident in my skill, you know.
Yeah.
So like I'm confident that even a big guy, like it doesn't matter to me. Like I'll like if you're stronger than me, I'm used to people being stronger than me because when I was younger, when I started jiu-jitsu, I was super weak. Super weak, you know what I mean? And like you say I'm strong, you know, earlier you were telling the role like I was you said I was strong, but like I never felt like that in tournaments, you know, like
Really? Yeah.
like maybe now, you know, I feel
Yeah.
stronger than others for sure now. But like a lot of times like I had to get like my technique better because remember I started training at 15
Right.
and I was training with men, grown
Right.
men.
Of course, yeah.
So I was the weakest guy in the gym. Everyone threw me around, beat me up, you know, and I had to. You have to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to beat these guys, I wasn't going to be stronger than them. And like, jiu-jitsu has changed in that. Like, I've been training for 7 years. In that time period, jiu-jitsu's changed already. Like, pro belts today, competitor pro belts, could be black belts like 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like the level of jiu-jitsu, the amount of technique these guys know, you know what I mean? It's incredible. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever seen like the top pro belts fight? It's hard. It's crazy matches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, so like, when you can, what was I saying? I lost track. The pro belts before that.
Your weight, I think.
Weight. No,
Being
yeah,
strong?
yeah, technique. Oh, being strong. Yeah. So like, I was forced to figure it out. You know.
Yeah.
So like, forced to actually hone your skills.
Right.
Okay. So that's why I'm not worried about weight, and I'm not worried about who I fight. You know, when I fight, I'll be prepared for whoever they want to give me if they get me on the card. You know, I hope they give me a fight. You know, I always like fighting on Fight to Win. I'm sure like I fought on there twice, both Chicago cards.
Right.
So I'm confident they'll bring me back. You know, so and like I got like a good crowd. You
Well,
know?
the new breed always brings a great crowd, dude.
Yeah, it's lit, right? It's fun.
Awesome, man. Your whole team is just fucking great, man. It's just great.
Did you guys were you guys at the last one? Last one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Bonsai comes out to party, man. You guys were fucking loud, banging on the mats and shit. It was awesome.
Dude,
Yeah.
our team gets so fucking drunk.
Yeah, you guys are all drunk. I love it.
Yeah, but you guys got a good team, man.
Yeah,
Great
it's
group of guys and girls.
I'm glad, you know, I got those guys. They support, you know, they're awesome. You know, they on the mats and off the mats. They're there, you know. It's good.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, man. It's.
What about you
it's-
guys? Fight to win?
Not for me, but I'm only blue belt.
Not for me.
Paul can jump in the ring.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Why not,
Dude,
bro?
it's so much fun.
I know.
Super
I
fun,
think
man.
I need a little bit
It's
more.
like an MMA
competitive-
fight, but
Yeah, no shit.
way more for like jiu-jitsu pussies.
Yeah.
Like, because you don't get hit in the head.
Right.
You know
Why
what I
not,
mean?
Paul, you want to represent Grappler Union? Get out there, man.
I'd like to
Grappler
get a
Union
little
team.
bit more competitive
Come on, man.
experience before.
What are you talking
something
about,
like
dude?
that.
You fight a lot. Doing
Think so?
nogi?
Think
Did you
I'm
do
ready?
nogi? I
Think
think
I'm
you're
ready,
ready.
bro?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay.
Nogi?
Dude, what's the...
I don't know. I would probably just put either.
Remember what I
Either?
said?
It's up.
Up to you.
It's up
It's up
you,
to me.
man.
Yeah.
You make
Sorry,
the
Let me
I'm
make
pushing
the
him.
decision, dude. You are pushing me into
Hey,
that.
remember all those guys that tell you to compete. and
Stop
then-
peer pressuring me,
Remember
dude.
this, all those guys that tell you to compete and then you lose and you're sad.
Yeah.
And they're not there.
They're not there.
You're like, damn.
Yeah.
Like I lost $100 and my dignity. Especially on Fight to
shit.
Win on public, you know, like Flow Grappling
Right.
streamed.
That's
Dude, hey, but
Paul's got his second match on Flow Grappling.
I
Everyone
got my
can go
first
check
one
it
on
out.
there,
But
too.
yo,
The first one on there too.
I love that shit. Like Fight to Win, I love it. Like it's so much fun, man. The music, the smoke. Like Seth does it so good. Like it's
Smoke is a little much, personally.
No, it's dope, dude.
No, it's awesome, dude. I know. It's
Fuck
awesome.
it, dude.
Gets a
It's
little
like
smoky.
it's like Pride walk-ins, bro.
It is like fried
It's
rock.
fucking
Yeah,
sick.
dude.
What I like is
The
I like
smoke's
that
a little too much. Why?
Why?
Why is it too much?
I think it's-
because
no
I
such
think
thing.
I think my contacts are like blurry because I'm like I can't see clear. When you get to be my age,
That's
dude,
like
you'll
fog
appreciate that.
Fog
okay?
machine, dude.
But I like the disco ball in the center of the ring, man. That's pretty cool.
Dude,
I
it's
think
all
it's just the
all
right amount
cool.
of fog, dude.
Just come on.
I hope they just once they get bigger, they're gonna get fire, like a pyro team. Oh,
Yeah.
even cooler.
Yeah.
Fuck it, like the Kane walk in.
Right. And then if there's a submission, fireworks go off.
Fuck it,
Right?
Oh, dude, that'd be cool.
You know,
I
like
that,
a home
dude.
run in baseball.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like socks, right?
Yeah.
Comiskey.
yeah.
Dude,
That's what they do.
Dude, I don't know if you saw my match because I won on a submission, and Seth said I won like the sponsorship, the muscle farm, and I like jumped in the air like a little girl, right? Like it's the worst jump ever because I was so happy I won it, and then Mineko like. What did he do?
Helicopter
Armbar totally stole the show. I was so pissed. I was like, that was really dope, but man, I wanted that sponsorship. It was like 3 Gs, you know?
It was, yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, you come to our academy, man, and get some product. Anything you want. We got loads of it.
It's just hanging out.
It's just all there, dude.
That's awesome, man.
It's awesome.
Damn. So you were gonna have it, huh?
What?
That sponsorship was
Well,
yours.
he said that. Yeah, he said like he said something on
If
the
a better
intercom.
submission doesn't come along, it's
He
all
said-
yours.
I thought he said I won, but maybe I was just one of the nominees. That's
Okay,
what I thought.
nominees.
Afterwards, I was like, maybe he said I was a nominee because
Yeah.
I thought I won. I was like, sick, but I was like, the show's not over yet. Like, how could you give it to me?
Right.
Right.
You know,
And then when Neko comes out, and
it was dope.
that was dope.
He had the pretty like I think that was the prettiest submission for sure.
For sure.
You know, then Mark had a submission. You know, it was a while ago though. What was that? April?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it was April. Something like that. It was cold out.
Yeah, what did Mark have? Like a choke from crucifix?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark likes crucifix.
Yeah.
It's a great, it's great. I like the crucifix as well.
Yeah, I like it
Yeah,
too. It's fun.
Dope. I like to get into it.
The-
I'm little. I get there.
I'm big and I get there
Do you?
all the time.
Yeah, no problems, huh?
No,
Their arm coming out, no problem.
I'll armbar it.
Really?
Yeah, my legs.
Because I figured that bigger guys it'd be a little more difficult to keep them in that position. Even against little guys like me, you'd be able to crucifix.
Maybe I'll try. I mean, I'll try. If you get out, I'll probably have like a Kimura grip or something. Get
Yeah.
up on you and sit on top.
Because body types make a
Right,
difference. You know what I mean?
Right, but a guy my size, no problem.
Yeah, guy
you know?
your size, but a guy like you and me, it might be a little more. I might be able to get out of that. I
Yeah,
have
but
to
I'm
try.
not too worried about keeping a crucifix if a guy's that little. Right?
Thanks, man. Thanks. Considering he just smashes me anyway. Doesn't even, like I think he just literally like a cat toying at like a little mouse. That's what he does to me. He's like pawing at me.
Right,
That's how I
right.
feel like when I roll with him. He's like pawing like that. Come on, you're
Well,
cute.
look at the size of the iPad. His hands are huge. I'm like, dude, like,
I know.
palm that thing and put it up to your ear because like that it does look like a phone, kind
Yeah,
of.
look at, yeah. 6'2", man. He's 6'2". It's a big dude, man.
Hell yeah.
200.
I don't realize it. You know, I feel like I'm small.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I'm small. I'm
Like
always
a lap dog? As you
'cause
think?
I'm just like I've always been skinny. You know,
And you're
I'm-
wrestling a lot these days, aren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah. I have a coach. Alex Masov. He's a great guy. He helps me out. And what do you call it in wrestling? He's Russian wrestling. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah.
Russian?
Russian wrestling, bro.
It's harder for taller guys too. To
It's
take, like,
hard.
good-
Everything's harder, dude.
good shots and stuff.
Weightlifting and all
Yeah.
that. But I'm doing it. You gotta do it. You know, if it's not hard, it's like you gotta train smart, but like hard work, gets you to where you want to
Yeah.
go. you
Any
know?
injuries or you're good?
Overall, I'm okay. I had a herniated disc in my neck for a while,
Yeah.
and it's actually like flaring up again recently. But like in jiu-jitsu, if you do jiu-jitsu, all jiu-jitsu guys have herniated discs. Like
Yeah.
they might not say it, but like you will have one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I talked to like one of my buddies, is a doctor. He does jiu-jitsu. He's a spine doctor. Like everybody gets it. Like Hickson has like 7.
Yeah. It's
They suck, dude. It hurts. Like
Yeah.
I wake up, my arms like feeling weird.
yeah.
At the peak, I couldn't feel my fingers in the morning. like my pinky and ring finger, it would be completely numb in the morning, and my hand it would be going numb into my palm, and I have to like do a couple like squeezes, and the blood flow would come back. It was terrible, awful actually.
And you said it's flaring up again. Like, how'd you get it to go away?
I gotta stay on top of like a lot of exercises, like rehab exercises, and I was going to a chiro, but I don't know. I just gotta like I feel like maybe I like getting cracked, but I also hear it's not good. So like I don't know, you know, like it makes you feel good, but
It's
I guess
temporary.
Yeah,
Just like anything. Yeah.
yeah, but sometimes temporary is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I just roll out, you know, foam roll in the morning.
Yeah, I roll it out, dude. It's tender, so I put like a little crossball or softball on there. Oh man, make you cry.
Oh, but the ex-wife that Vives hit me with, that was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, the big bar.
Dude, that
Yeah,
was like, man, if I could do that after every fucking, you know, it's really nice.
Did he do the big one on you?
No, I'm not. That thing weighs more than me, bro.
It does, man.
yeah, I
actually,
know.
it does. I think one of them
Where'd
does.
Anthony go? He's under that bar over there.
Yeah, I know he did the little one, but that was great. The little one was perfect, man. It felt great. You know, the other night we were right before we left for Worlds. The last night of training with Mineko. He were you there, Paul, when he turned the lights off?
Yeah.
What the hell's going on,
Dude,
bro?
man, he's like everyone. So we're, you know, after class, after we're done rolling, everyone's like, you know,
Hanging
all
out?
charged up. We're all like, you know, getting ready.
Yeah.
He's like, everyone, sit down. Everyone sits down, man. Shuts the lights off. Lay down on your back. Just lay out, man. And then
Just breathe.
Just breathe. And then he just starts talking to us. Like, I'm not gonna explain. I'm not gonna go into details,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's just like very inspirational, man. Just explaining to us, you know. It was great, and we just sat there and we talked about on the podcast with Jen about doing that. Remember?
Right,
We're like,
right.
yeah. And I'm like, damn, dude, listen to that episode, and now we're doing this. This is awesome. But no, it was great, dude. He's just like putting us in a state of mind, you know, like, all right, we're getting ready to go to, you know, do Worlds, man. And even if you're not competing, you're part of this team. You as a team, you know, we're together.
Yeah, of course.
Whether you compete or not,
Of course.
you can't do this alone. I can't do this
Pete,
alone.
Yeah.
I need my training partners.
Of course.
You know, so it was great, man, and it was very nice, and it was awesome, man. I love it. It's great. It's good training, man.
It really is, yeah. I mean, he pushed us fucking hard that day, too. I'm like,
Yeah, it was
thank
tough.
God. He wants us to lay down. Fuck yeah. You know?
Yeah.
How many rounds do you roll, Ashur, like in a typical session?
Man, I'll usually come in and I like to do depends on what I'm training for. Okay, but I like to train. I usually just train until everyone's tired. To be honest, I don't even really keep count. Like, I'll just roll. I'll just keep rolling until everyone's tired. Like, I don't mind. You know, like
How old are you?
23.
23.
Yeah.
dude.
He'll roll all day long, dude.
All day.
Yeah, all day.
It doesn't matter to
No.
me.
Yeah,
Like,
23.
like I'll try to do like though an hour to like an hour 15 of like solid rolling.
Solid rolling for an hour. Wow.
If we can, you know. But other than that, like 45 minutes to an hour 15 is good. You know what I mean? 30 minutes is good too. Sometimes it's like I'm like, is it worth getting a whole key dirty for like 30 minutes or 20 minutes of rolling? You know,
It's so weird. You are so lazy about laundry, aren't you?
no, it's just like, it's like, I want to when I train, I don't want to just train a little bit. You know what I
You
mean?
want to go, yeah.
Like, why? What's the point? Like, it takes like 20 minutes to warm up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So like, if I go like and just train 20 minutes, like, you know, was it worth it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, it's like something, because I've had a lot of injuries happen when training on days like that.
Yes.
And then I'm just fucking livid I'm pissed at myself. I'm like, of course I didn't have to train today.
Right,
I didn't have to do
right.
that. And now I'm hurt and I can't train for, you know,
Right.
it's like stupid stuff
agree.
like that.
Yeah, it's super important to warm up. I mean, I've learned that. I mean, even it was hard at Worlds, man, to warm up. Even at the Open, Chicago Open, dude, I couldn't warm up.
I don't even warm up, man.
I like to. Well, you're young, man, but when you get to be
You
my
probably
age,
need to, right?
I need to do a little. I need to stretch something. You know?
Yeah.
It's tough at competitions when they, especially at the Chicago Open.
Don't
there
they
was
have
no
a warm-up mat?
No, not at the
Yeah,
Open.
not at the Opens. No, of course not. But I mean, at the Worlds.
They did,
they
but
did.
you know what? They had the air conditioner like pumping on that mat. It was weird. Like, it was freezing over at that mat.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Dude, what did I tell you? I was kind of pissed again, actually, this time, because I was going on at 10:04, right? And you're like, well, what time do you want to get there? And I'm like, I don't know, like 9.
No, 10:40 you're going on it.
10:04.
No,
10:04.
10:04, bro.
I thought it was 10:40.
10:04.
Okay,
10:04.
10:04. Got it.
And you're like, what time do you want to get there at? I'm like, I don't know, 9:30. And you're like, well, Javi's going on at 9. I'm like, all right, well, let's get there at 9 then.
Right.
You know? And I just sat in the bleachers until I heard my name being called.
Right.
Like, Paul Maloney reported
Yeah.
immediately to the blah, blah. I'm like, okay, now I'm going to get into my gi and go over there.
Yeah.
For my, air quotes, late check-in. And I still fucking sat in the bullpen for half an hour.
Yeah.
So do you guys get the runs?
No.
No.
You compete, you don't get the
Like,
runs?
feel like I need to take a shit?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh, at the pan, I always have to take a shit.
Dude.
Always. So at the Pans, I remember, so Vanille let me borrow one of his cars, and his mom's car, I think. And that morning he says, meet me there later, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm in the car, because I'm going to go there early to warm up and stuff. And I remember I haven't driven in California a lot, and I got lost, okay, on the way there. I took like the wrong exit, and there was a construction, so I couldn't even get back on the highway.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, you know, I don't know if I was on the 5 or I don't know. I don't remember.
Right.
But I'm rushing to this place, okay? I remember I pull in, I park up, I finally get there, I'm late, okay? I run into the bathroom, okay? I change, I have to put one down, okay? Like right away, like, dude, when you're competing, you're nervous. Everything in your body is like emitting, you know, everything's just coming out. So, boom, out. I'm not even warm. I run downstairs. I do a couple like I'm running down the stairs. I'm getting tired. I'm like, man, I'm not warm at all. You know what I mean? I'm not ready for this. I remember I just like woke up not too long ago, and I get there and I'm like called within like 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, okay, perfect. I'm like, I relax once I'm down there and stuff.
Yeah.
I go out there, my first match, and what do you call it? It's like 2 minutes long. I get. And you'll notice in all my matches, I like to say this, like, I try to smile in every single one of my matches. Like, I like to, because I remember, like two people are too serious. Like, not it's not bad to be too serious, but like, I'm having fun. I'm doing like what I'm doing. I like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is a lot of fun. People don't smile, so I like to smile. You know,
Right.
at my opponent, and I'm not like smiling at them because I'm like trying to make them mad. I'm smiling because I'm like enjoying my time, and then. So like he keeps circling me. I pulled guard, and he just keeps circling. And I start smiling. You know, I'm looking up, and like, I'm like, it's like still early in the day. You know, so like, not everyone's there yet. And it's like I was like, man, I'm at peace right now. So I got to, I triangled him like a moment later, and then Matt triangled his opponent. So we like both killed the first round with triangles. And
Did you wipe your ass after you took a shit? Or did that guy just get a face full of ass
No, dude,
while
of
you were
course.
triangling him?
No, I'm clean, dude. I bring baby wipes with me to every tournament.
Are you a
Of
baby wipes
course.
guy? Yeah.
Is it called man wipes or something like that?
No,
Don't
I
they
just
have
bring baby wipes.
their
Bro.
product like
I'm not gonna
that?
pay $10 more
For the name?
for me to be secure about my masculinity.
It's
I'm
a
not.
thing, dude. It's like a thing.
Yeah, dude
Man
wipes,
wipes.
right?
Yeah.
Dude wipes?
Dude
Dude
wipes.
wipes.
That's it. That's what I was like.
Dude wipes.
Dude wipes.
And do they
Dude,
have
do you
like?
wipe?
Do they have chick wipes too?
I don't know, man.
No,
but
dude.
they're
Chicks
called
are
dude
not
wipes.
worried about that kind of garbage. You know, they use a baby wipe. They have to.
Okay, so babies use baby wipes and chicks use baby wipes,
And Ashur uses baby
and
wipes.
Ashur uses baby
Ashur.
wipes, and then dudes have to use dude wipes.
That's right. Dude use dude wipes.
Dudes who are
What is the
tough.
difference?
I have no
It's like a silver packaging.
Yeah.
It's like cool. It's like a incognito packaging. So like it doesn't look like a baby wipe package. Like, you don't have to be embarrassed about like going to take a shit.
Yeah. Because you should be embarrassed that you're clean.
Right. Yeah.
Or that you use the bathroom. Like
Right.
who doesn't use the bathroom?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're all adults here. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
But I'm totally a runs guy. Like everybody.
Really?
But like just part of it. Like yeah, I love it. I love the fact that that's part of it because I make weight. It's the best thing. Like I'm not worried. Like I
Right.
flow. I know how to like. I know my body well. Like I know
That's good.
when I sleep, I lose 2 pounds. So like I know when I'm cutting weight, I try to like say I wake up at 200. Right. I'm trying to make like 190. I'll try to go to sleep at 200. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, which is the hardest thing. You know, you go to sleep at 200, wake up less, and then less and less, and then I'm there. But then I know my body, so if I wake up 2 pounds light, and then I know if it's a tournament, if I'm light, close, don't drink anything, don't eat anything, poo, I should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've seen like guys, like my teammates, will kill themselves to make weight, and I'm like, fuck that shit.
Fuck that.
I've had I had to like chaperone Matt for I think it was Worlds when we did
Who? Matt who?
Matt Lane.
Matt Lane.
Yeah, like me and Matt like did like we went around all the time to all the tournaments, and Matt like did a water cut, like we like put the hot water and the alcohol and the Epsom salt in the tub. You guys ever did that?
All the time, man.
Oh my god.
Hot water, Epsom salt.
Yeah, but with alcohol.
Oh no, never alcohol.
No, rubbing alcohol.
Why alcohol?
Because the Epsom salt pulls the water out.
Yeah.
But the alcohol opens up your pores.
Oh no, I've never done alcohol. I do hot bath, Epsom salt,
Oh.
and I can drop 2 pounds just from that.
Oh no, we do it with the
How
alcohol.
much was he cutting?
We put like, he lost like 10 pounds.
What?
In like
In one bath?
20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Oh, Jesus.
Like 10, 15 pounds. He woke, like he was delusional. It was fucked up.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I didn't like seeing him like that. I
That was
don't want
crazy.
I don't want to be like that. So I try to like be careful with the weight. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta cut.
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes
I've had
you
to
do,
cut weight like
but-
that too. But it's just
I
like
mean, sometimes it's not worth it, man. Like sometimes it's just like forget it. I'd rather just feel good than be so malnourished. when you
yeah.
fight.
But I mean, once you fight, like dude, once you're on the mat fighting, you're just thinking about fighting.
I don't
Like-
disagree, but like when I went leading up to Worlds, I trained Monday. I couldn't train Tuesday. I thought we were going to train on Wednesday, which we actually changed. I changed my flight so I would go train Wednesday in Vegas, which we thought we were going to train at Soul Fighters. Andre trained at like 10 in the morning. We got there at like 1, and then he's like, no one's training tonight because we're all competing Thursday. And I'm like, fuck, man. So he wouldn't let anyone train. So I didn't train Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I competed Friday. I didn't like that.
That's terrible. Actually,
I thought I would be
like training
okay.
the night before.
I don't train the night before. I just want my body to
Rest?
recover.
Yeah, for sure.
But at least Wednesday, let me get some rounds in. I thought normally I would take a week off, but
It's a long time.
I mean I say a week, but like 3-4 days of training. Like call that my week.
Right.
But
I'll train up until the tournament.
you will, yeah. When
Not
you go.
hard, but I'll train.
Yeah, you gotta keep that cardio up.
Yeah, I like to take the two like if the tournament Saturday, I like to take Thursday off,
Okay.
and then I'll do light training on Friday.
At least do reps, right? You don't have to spar hard.
No, I'll spar.
You will?
Yeah.
Hard?
Not hard.
No.
But I'll spar.
Just keep limber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll fight Saturday. That'll be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I said I'm not.
I like that.
I'm ready. Like you have to be ready always. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like you have to be prepared. Like it's jujitsu. Like as long as you're in good shape. Like it's not you forget your jujitsu. Like
No.
I had surgery in November for my nose. I had a septoplasty because I have a broken nose and it's still fucking broken. So like I went through all that shit for no reason. So like you can hear it.
Yeah.
Like it's not clear, So I get tired. I used to get tired, really tired in tournaments because I couldn't breathe correctly,
Yeah.
And it's still a problem, But I had the surgery. I was like, okay, after I get the surgery, like I'll be good. And I was out for like maybe almost 2 months, a month or two, from surgery. But I came back to jiu-jitsu and I was like, not weak or anything. Like my grips hurt for sure. Like my grips weren't there completely. But within a week I was fine, I was like everything was back. Like it didn't matter. It's like it's muscle memory, I live I do jiu-jitsu a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like my life. So you're not gonna forget it after a month. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like so
How'd you break your nose?
Bro, I think I broke it when I was a kid. Like I got pushed off the slide or something.
Oh,
And
really?
I fell on my face.
It's been like that for that
Look
many
how
years?
it looks broken, doesn't it?
I mean, no, it looks all right. But
It's a big ass nose.
so you've
right?
had trouble breathing out of your nose since you were a kid?
Yeah, I have to, dude. I get sometimes I choke on my food sometimes because I'm serious. I got the Heimlich like 2 or 3 times in my
Get
life.
out.
Yeah,
Really?
like terrifying, bro. Like, I had to
Yeah.
get saved
Because you're breathing through your mouth while you're
like
chewing?
I'm eating right?
Yeah.
And I'm chewing, and then I breathe,
Right.
and then, like it gets stuck in my
Stuck.
chest,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm like chugging water to like push it down, but it didn't go down that couple times, you know. I'm like fucking walking around, and like people had to like hit it, and I threw up. Dude, I was terrified. I was like,
All
I'm
right,
gonna
wait,
die.
where did this happen?
One time I went to there was this festival in Detroit. It was called Orion Fest. It was Metallica's like 2-day festival, and I was in I just finished high school,
Right.
and I was like into metal really like at that time. Like,
You were into metal?
I was, yeah.
Did you have long hair and everything like that?
It was long, yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Like I'll show you pictures, but it was long. It was long, you know, thick, long hair, and not super long. It was just like long for you know.
Like 1980s rock star?
no, hell no, dude. Come on, I can't go that. But it was long. It was
Okay.
like up to here. You know?
Okay.
Like, it was a lot, and we drove. Me and my buddies. We drove to Detroit, and at the hotel we were having breakfast, and I ate this dry ass fucking pancake. And I just got lodged, and I
Yeah.
like drank all this orange juice like to push it down. And man, nobody was helping me. This fucking security guard had the time to go get me a fucking wheelchair, and like my buddy did it to me. You know, he
Yeah.
he
So
saved me.
did he like go around your back and like the Heimlich position?
Yeah,
and
he just,
everything?
like-
or did he just like give you fucking boom one to the gut?
He was weak, you know, but he was just fucking hitting me, and like one of my other friends was helping him, like you know,
Right.
the two of them on me, like pulling
Yeah.
it, and like I yacked, you know, and I threw it all up, and I look up after I throw up. There's a security guard with a wheelchair. I was like, get the fucking wheelchair out of my face. I went every time it
Yeah, it's
happened.
like, what are you gonna do? Roll my dead body out
Yeah.
here? You
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
asshole.
Yeah, but you had time to go get a wheelchair, like,
Right.
But every time it happens, I sit back down and finish my food
Of course.
because now I'm hungry again. You
Yeah.
know, I just puked.
Right.
You know, they say you're supposed to like if you're choking, and you're by yourself.
Yeah.
You're
Run
supposed
into
to
a chair, right?
you're supposed to like run into the corner of a table, like right here.
Run
Just
into
fucking- Yeah, just fucking drop onto it.
Like hard as you can.
Boom,
It'll
like,
break
as
a
hard as
rib
you
or
can.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably like break a rib or something, but you won't die.
Yeah.
You know. But see, that's the thing. Like,
I gotta chew my food, man. I gotta
if
chew.
someone was choking, like I would feel much more comfortable just giving you like a really hard, like right hand straight to the.
stomach.
No,
Yeah.
dude. Why would you do that to somebody?
No, that might
Like
hurt.
I feel, yeah, it might hurt, but I think like for sure it's
The
gonna work.
Heimlich maneuver. That's what you got to do.
That's what it's actually.
Chest compression.
Yeah, Heimlich maneuvers like you know it's
moves it.
proven. It happened to me.
Yeah,
Right.
right. Why are you trying to change
Why
everything,
trying to
bro?
change the game?
You want
I
to just
don't know,
punch
man.
people? I think you just want to hit people. You're dying. Let me hit you before you.
I mean, I
before you
feel like I
expire.
would try the Heimlich and be like 1, 2, 3.
Nothing.
Fuck,
You just-
nothing. I
boom.
turn around and just fucking crack.
Why don't you hit them in the jaw so they pass out?
No, dude, you can't do that.
No, you sure?
No.
Why'd
I
you
need
do
them,
that?
I need them conscious. I'm saving lives.
Just hit them in the face, dude.
I choked on a piece of sushi one time.
How'd that go?
It's terrifying, isn't it?
It's fucking weird. Like, you know the seaweed roll
Yes.
Dude,
wraps?
that
It's
happens
like,
to me all the time. It's like in your throat.
it gets caught. So like the end of it got caught in like my back tooth, like
Okay.
in my molar,
Yeah,
and
and
then
you
I swallowed, and then
yeah.
it unraveled it down my throat, and it was just like hanging there, and I was like,
Oh, it's the worst.
yeah, it was bad.
Oh, man.
You know, but the weird thing is I just reached in
And
to my mouth where it was like caught in my tooth and like pulled it out like
No.
like a dude like pulls a sword you know, out of his throat. You know what I mean?
Dude, what happens to me is like the seaweed is like halfway down my throat and it's still in my mouth. So it feels like it's
Because
like
it like unraveled.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. Oh
Maybe you guys are eating some shitty seafood.
no,
man.
no,
I
no.
don't
It's
know.
just
Mine
it's happened
don't
with cheese,
unravel
too.
like that, dude. They don't unravel. Where are you
love
going to get your sushi, bro?
dude. I love sushi, man.
I love it, dude. Where'd you go get it at?
I'll eat sushi almost anywhere.
Nami Sushi is one of my favorites.
I like
It's a-
yuzu.
Yuzu? Where's that?
It's not Chicago. It's not far from Echo's Gym.
Dude, that's the one you didn't
Oh,
like.
I didn't like it.
What? I had
Yeah,
it. I tried it this week.
It is good.
I liked it. It was pretty
No,
good.
I you know what?
But
They're really big, the rolls.
they are. But I don't even like. You know, it
They're
was
too big. It's like, wait, where you going? I can't fit it in my mouth.
my.
It's too big. It's too much. Take it easy. Little pieces. You don't have to go so big. I'm
I
not paying
think-
by the pound here.
My favorite sushi though is like probably just the pieces. I don't like rolls as much as
Okay.
I like just the nigiri, like rice and fish, like
Yeah.
a piece of fish over rice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
what is that called? Nigiri.
Yeah,
What do you call it?
that's what it's called.
So what is
Oh,
this?
yeah.
Just
Sashimi then.
Sashimi is just fish,
Just fish.
It's just the fish.
just
okay.
raw fish. It's
Okay.
good too.
Yeah.
But
the unagi I had at that
maki is the roll.
Maki.
Maki's the roll.
Yeah, unagi is eel. I think.
Yeah, I love you.
Yeah, it's good, right?
good,
Sweet.
man.
Is it the sauce that's sweet or the
I
eels?
don't know. But it's delicious. I'll
Yeah.
get a hand roll. I'll get it all. It's all good.
Tuna's my thing. Tuna, salmon.
Which has the most mercury though?
I
Tuna,
don't, I
right?
don't give a fuck, dude.
A lot of mercury in that tuna. I
Is
think.
it?
Yeah.
Who
I think
cares?
So, man. I think you're getting
Do you-
screwed here.
you
I
know-
think about it. Yeah.
What does it even do, mercury?
I eat a lot of.
What the fuck does it
It's
even
poison
do?
for your body,
No,
bro.
man.
You
no.
die.
No, you don't. Look at me. I had sushi, I think, 3 times this week.
Yeah, you're 23. You could eat shit and still be fine. Literally.
Oh man.
Well, you're telling me people in Japan who eat like sushi every day have mercury poisoning?
Levels of mercury, dude. That's what I'm thinking.
Nah, bro. You know how long Asian people live?
Yeah.
They have like the longest life expectancy.
Do they?
I don't know.
Do they?
but
I don't know if they do, bro. I don't know if that's fact yet. I don't know.
do you believe? You almost believed it.
I don't know, man. I have to Google that one.
Is that a fact? I don't know. You tell me. Is it?
I'm just talking here,
Right. Dude, I'm like delirious right now.
dude. It's late, man, and Game of Thrones is just started.
Yeah.
So we could watch it here in the office.
No,
I'm kidding, dude. I'm just kidding.
Done with you.
On the air.
On the air, yeah. Spoiler alert.
Game of Thrones companion.
Next season, look out for it.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Ashur
know.
and Jay Valco.
If that dragon comes in,
Dude, Jay, I like listening to Jay talk.
Yeah.
I tell him, like, this is pretty cool. Like, Jay's, like, really smart, you know?
Yeah.
He talks, like, really well about it. I'm like, that's a good theory. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I like it.
oh, are you talking about his
Thrones podcast?
Yeah.
Thrones?
Jay
I haven't
Valco.
heard it yet. I need something like that too because it's hard to keep up with all this.
Dude, I'm a Thrones nerd, dude.
Yeah,
It's
no
the best
shit.
show.
That's why I don't want to watch it in the same room as you. If that dragon starts to spit
ice,
glass, I don't want to watch
it's
you
over.
jerking off.
All right, man. Let's wrap this up. Asha, you have any sponsors?
I have a few BJTs.
Yeah, we've heard of them.
Yeah, they give me geese and help me out.
They
you know,
give you stuff.
They give me stuff.
awesome.
They
Just give you a nice T-shirt too.
thanks. You know, represent and I a lot of times they'll take care of my like registration
Sure.
for stuff. You
That's
know,
cool, man.
and like a lot of sponsors that I have are like I'm working on some new ones. You know,
Okay.
people have offered. You know, I just haven't like nothing's official yet.
Yeah. Okay.
So like not saying anything yet. We'll see like
Yeah.
what happens. But BJT's has been there for a long time, you know. And then I got the Float Center, Evanston Float Center.
Oh yeah.
So
Cool.
if you guys want to do a float,
I would love. I've never done one.
yeah, just you send them an email or drop by, hit them up, you know, say you know me, and they'll throw you a deal. There's like a deal for
Oh, is it?
yeah. There's a deal. So sort of like how you guys give like a deal for
Yeah,
BJTs, you know.
Yeah.
They'll take care of you. You know,
Sweet.
really cool people
How
there.
you float?
I do. I like it. I don't go too much because I'm like I'm lazy with my recovery. That's a very bad thing. I'm getting better. at it. I need to do it more. It's because I get hurt now. You know. Like,
How big are the? Are they pretty?
oh,
big
their
over
tanks are big.
Are they?
He has a new tank there that's like even bigger than the first one, and like I can spread out.
there? Really?
Like and then I can push the wall. Like so, what I like to do is like it's dark room, right? It's
Yeah.
so dark, and I'll lay flat, and then I like to just give a very small push on the wall, and you have to know like you can't see or hear anything,
Right.
You know, and then I'm just like before I hit the other side of the wall,
Yeah.
I'm like floating in the middle of the universe. It's dope.
Really?
It's like really cool because like it's a big tank.
Now, do you normally move around, or can you just?
No,
stay?
I just lay.
Just
Just
be
lay,
still.
dude. You just lay and you
Is your
just-
ears inside the water?
There's yeah, your ears are inside the water, but they give you earbuds. So like your ears, the water doesn't. Sometimes it gets in your ear if you don't put it in good, but
Yeah.
most of the time it's pretty solid.
But you're just floating in there.
You just float, man.
I know. I
Just-
hear about
you
I hear
float
about
for like-
float so much, but I've never actually tried it. I didn't
Do
know.
it.
I heard there's not. This is new, right? This one out here.
the Evanston Float
Yeah.
Center. He has 2 tanks now. It was pretty new. Yeah, it's really nice.
Is
You
it
gotta
nice?
check it out. Yeah, and he's a massage therapist, so
Oh wow.
he can do massages too. So like, he's nice to me. He does a float and then massage me, and I feel good.
Nice.
You know, and like it's good for your neck. And if you have anything that hurts, like
I'm surprised. That's what they needed over at the tournament. Massage. Chairs. That would have been fucking great.
You can
bro,
make
why
a
don't you like
killing.
start? Why don't you be the guy to do this?
I'm an idea man. Okay,
So you don't execute.
$20 for a 15-minute massage.
I
or
would have been
something like
all
that,
on
for
that
sure.
at that turn because dude. We
Why
were
don't you-
walking and
why don't-
standing all day long,
Dude,
man.
why don't you just like get a chair?
Yeah.
I have a massage table. I'll sell it to you.
Thanks. I'm not a massage people. Dude.
And then you just massage them for $20 every 15.
I want to get massaged
No.
because I would have loved. That would have been great at that tournament. I would have been on there all day long.
For real? Was
Eat
it-
acai, get a massage.
Would you really?
Fuck yeah, dude. Your back was bothering you.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah.
I was just like my end of the day. I'm like, man, you didn't roll out. I was like just standing. It's fucking. It's like work
Yeah.
yeah.
because we had to walk.
We did
First
a
of
lot
all,
of walking in Vegas too.
dude, we got to the Airbnb. I rented an Airbnb, and we changed our flight, so we got there a little early. No big deal. They met us earlier. They took us to this place, a gated community, across from a sketchy neighborhood.
It was sketch.
It was super,
I
super
don't really
sketch,
want to
dude.
walk through this place at nighttime.
Yeah, so we get there at like 1 or 3 o'clock, and I'm like, the lady takes us upstairs. Everything's like gated, like all the doors, everything's got a fucking gate on it. The windows. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, we go upstairs. She's like, oh, the door's broken. The alarm. You got to do this. The alarm. And she's explaining to me all these fucking rules. I'm like, dude, this is too much, man. We gotta get the fuck out of here. So I'm like, she leaves, and I'm on the phone right away. Where the fuck is the closest fucking hotel to the
You
convention
cancel
center?
it?
Dude, I can't. We walked
Did
right
they
out
give
there.
you your money back?
No.
Damn.
Fucked. But what are you gonna do? I mean, I should have looked a little bit closer. I
I would
guess.
just stayed there at that point.
No, dude, fuck that. It was super sketchy. So we went to the hotel room over at the Spring Hill Marriott, which is right across the street from the convention center.
Yeah,
Sounds
it was
nice.
nice being close to the convention center. For sure.
Rooftop pool. Everything was really nice. A lot of fighters there. We get our room, and we go downstairs to go walk the strip, and we hit the elevator, and elevator open up. Who walks out? The guy I beat at Chicago Open. Alex comes walking out. He looks at me. He's like, hey man. I'm like, what's up, dude? What are the odds that we're on the same fucking floor, dude?
Yeah,
He's
crazy.
like, you're competing. I'm like, dude, I'm Masters 3. So he's Masters 2.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like, no, we're not in the same division. But that would have been fun. I would have liked to do that, in the gi with him.
Yeah.
But it was fun, man. It was a good time. But anyway, we walked a lot. That's the whole point.
You should try a float. I think
I would
it's
like
good
to
for
try
your
that.
head too. Like you're
Is
like
it?
you clear your
How
mind.
long you in there for?
An hour, bro.
Wow.
You like shower and you jump in there and then you shower.
Wow. An
Yeah.
hour.
It's a long time, bro.
Is there any music or anything?
I think they can play music if you want, but I like it like just dark.
Do you fall asleep?
Yeah, I do. But I found out I'm a little claustrophobic. I guess I freaked out.
How high is it?
It's big, dude. It's a big tank. It's like my head's not even close to the ceiling. It's a high ceiling.
Oh, it's not like a little. I'm
It's
picturing
not a
like
pod. No,
I'm thinking like
it's a room.
pod.
It's like a room.
Oh no shit. Yeah.
It's like a
Because I
room.
floated in a pod before.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
you've done a pod?
No,
Where you close the
that's
door, right?
tight.
It's freaky, right?
It's like a very large coffin.
Yeah,
I don't wanna do
no,
that, dude.
No, it's not that. It's
What is
like
it?
here. Let me show you my Instagram. I have a photo.
Oh, you got Instagram. What's your Instagram account?
Just Ashur Darmo.
That's it.
Ashur Darmo. Yeah,
Dope, dude.
yeah. Follow me, guys. So look.
Let's see it.
What are you pulling up here?
So that's like. So look, I'm in the room. This is the room you shower
Oh,
in.
that's like the whole
And
thing.
then you open that door,
Yeah.
and then that's a whole room you lay in. It's a tank. That
so
room
it's-
is a tank.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but that room is the room you shower in, and what I'm in, and
Yeah.
you see the lights are low, and the lights fade out, and then
And you step in this like door.
Yeah.
This door you close behind you.
uh-huh.
And you get into the water.
Yeah.
How deep is the water?
Like a foot or two.
That's it?
Yeah,
Okay.
like very low. You can't drown. I don't know how to swim, and I can't drown.
You can't swim, dude?
I can't
Dude, you're
swim,
23
dude.
years old. You can't swim.
Yeah,
I
what's
can't
up
swim,
with
dude.
that?
When Mark took me to the Philippines, I almost died. I fell into the ocean and shit.
Really?
I was on the board.
you go?
Dude, you're choking on food and like drowning in the ocean and shit.
I still do it though. I'm not scared, right?
Yeah, it's
That's
good,
right.
dude. But fucking learn how to swim, bro.
Yeah, and
Come
eat,
on.
and eat food
I can swim
correctly.
I can swim like a little bit, but not really.
Doggy paddle.
Nah, it's just more like dying. Like, it's just,
Dying
it's
paddle.
just like dying and panicking before I die. So that's what it is. But yeah, you got, like
That's cool. I really want to try that.
Do it.
out.
You should
Yeah.
do it. Like Marlon, his name's Marlon. He's a really nice guy. And,
Okay.
Yeah, like it's a really dope place.
Is it close to New Breed? And then
It's in Evanston.
it's in Evanston.
Yeah, so like it's on. So if you take 94
Yeah.
right to Dempster,
Yeah.
you get off. It's by you go east on Dempster, and that's over there.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
like maybe 5 miles east on Dempster.
Okay.
So far from you, from
yeah,
here.
far from here for sure.
But it's you're not gonna go that often, right? You know.
no,
So
probably
like
not.
so go check it out, and it's like
You have to schedule a time or just walk in?
you can you have to schedule a time with them
Yeah.
email because they have to like clean it and stuff. You know.
Oh, is that right? It's not
Yeah.
clean all the time?
No, I mean you don't want to like you can't just go. You and Paul maybe can go in one.
I don't want to go with you together.
At the same time. But no, it's really cool, man. Like it's weird. It's weird. I was so calm after it.
Yeah?
I was so like relaxed. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was so calm. I was.
Joe Rogan takes like an edible.
I think.
And
Oh, he
goes deep.
does.
He goes deep. He said.
Dude, I
Yeah,
think he
and
has
then
one in his
stays in there for
house.
like
he does have one in
hours.
his house.
That's
yeah.
ridiculous. Think about that, having one in your house.
That's baller,
Nuts.
dude.
That
That's
Joe Rogan
baller.
money,
Yeah.
dude.
So he gets high.
He takes edibles, dude, and then
That's-
goes floats.
Yo,
And not for like an hour, for like 3 hours. Like he goes deep.
like.
Yeah, dude.
Well, he's a special individual, you know.
Yeah.
Do an hour, see how it is.
Yeah, I'd like to try that. That'd
Do
be
it.
pretty cool. Yeah.
I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
You're
And
gonna
I-
like the way you look.
Almost.
I guarantee.
Guarantee.
Thank you, sir. Well, it's been a pleasure, man. It's been an awesome podcast.
I appreciate you guys having me, man.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for coming in,
Yeah,
Asher.
I hope I gave you like some interesting stuff to talk about, and it wasn't like super boring to listen to.
No,
guys.
I think it was a good episode, man.
It's
Yeah.
fun, man. It's
Yeah.
fun for sure.
I appreciate it.
And we'll look to see you at New Breed at Open Mat or at
Okay.
Seraphins for sure.
Okay, I'll be competing too soon, so we'll see. We'll see
Yeah.
you guys around because you guys will be competing more, right?
Well, yeah, my name's out there. Anyone who wants me to compete, just hit me up. I'll fight anybody.
Hey,
it is.
Sakuraba.
I'm like McGregor.
Would you
I'll fight anybody.
Would you fight Sakuraba?
I don't care.
Damn.
I don't care.
You ever seen Sakuraba's training videos? He
Now,
just hurts his
what do you guys
partners.
think about like
It's hilarious.
calling it a fight?
What do you mean?
I mean,
Oh, is it a fight or is it a match?
it's a
Is that what you're
match.
saying?
To me, it's a match.
Yeah.
I know they're.
I don't know.
Dude, I felt like I was fighting after I got
I
off
don't know.
that
I've been
mat,
into a
dude.
few fights.
MMA fighters, I don't think like when jiu-jitsu players call it a fight. You
Yeah.
know? It's a match. Unless you're getting punched in the face, it's probably a match.
Yeah, I guess, but it's also like
So you'll match anybody.
I'll match anybody.
But it's also like a boxing match, right?
True.
Right. So like,
Yeah.
what is a fight? I think anything that like when it's like 1-on-1 like that, it's physical. I think it becomes a fight.
Comes a fight. Okay.
You know, because it's like you're like, dude, if I crack your arm, that's
Yeah, dude.
not a match. You know what I mean? Like, I just broke
true.
your arm. Like
Yeah.
that's a fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or if I break your foot, like come on.
Yeah, or crossface you.
Yeah, it's
If I'm
not
cross-facing you and splitting your lip open, Nikki Sullivan, that's a fight. All right, guys. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Thanks,
thank
man.
You. Thank you so much.
See you guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. For more information about Grappler Union Podcast, you could visit us at our website at grapplerunion.com. You can follow us on Instagram at Grappler Union. Please like us on Facebook. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes. And all of our episodes are available on our YouTube channel. Say what?
Be sure to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to all that shit. You got to do another take, right? This episode of the Grappler Union Podcast is brought to you by BJJTs. Go to bjjts.com, enter the promo code Grappler Union, and save 10% off all your jiu-jitsu apparel. Go to bjjts.com today.